Shiny teeth, fake chic, talk loud, stay weak, minimal, yawn. I paint the streets neon. Scratch that comb, I'm loud on purpose. Crash your vibe like I rehearsed it. Sip your style, then spit it out. Quiet's dead, I love to shout. Too much blush, too much glare, too much truth, I don't care. Your clean lines, I draw blood. I make messes look like love. Less is more, say it loud. Mess me up, make me proud. Big and bratty, loud and raw. That's my lore. Less is more. Trash the rules, flood the floor. Give me
Yo, what's up? I need to do a bit of testing. Good to be back on the PUBG scene. Been doing a lot of Red Sec recently. Actually, been really enjoying Red Sec, to be fair. Exciting game, very fast, very different to PUBG. But lots of PUBG Pro players and ex-pros in there. What we got on today? Well, we've got the amazing PEC PUBG, the EMEA Championship Cup Fall. It's last week though. The last opportunity, the last chance, the last scrim. Wow. For these teams to have the opportunity to potentially qualify. That is crazy, right? What group am I what group are we watching? Well, we are watching Group A. Why am I watching Group A? Because it actually has the most amount of teams that are on the cutoff line that could make it, could not make it, or either just about in or not in. So in our group, who am I watching? Construction Workers, Zion, Gee Sports 6-7. All super close to the cutoff line. Why? Because that kind of builds that story as we will look and go into this Saturday. This Saturday, though, it is the final cup, week number 5. We have one golden ticket that'll be up for grabs for all these teams. And more importantly, though, we will secure, after 5 games on Saturday, we will then draw a line under the whole leaderboard and we will decide who is going through to the regional qualifiers for EMEA in PUBG. It's going to be tight. I do generally think it is going to be quite tight. Obviously, we're going to have a golden ticket. Fine, no way. Someone's obviously going to get a golden ticket. I get that. No problemo. Love it. But I also need to factor in, actually, do you know what? We're going to have some pretty teams that are tight to the cutoff line. And they're going to come back to today. Some of these teams must, a requirement, have to be able to get in towards that leaderboard. And when I look, what's the current cutoff? Current cutoff is 38 at the moment, right? Construction Workers are outside of that. They're currently sitting in 30th. So again, the Construction Workers, a prime example, is a team that has to qualify today to be able to get through and stand a chance to get some more points on the overall leaderboard so they can obviously work their way back up. Let me pop the overall leaderboard actually also onto the command. So I updated that, and then overall is bang. So if you type exclamation mark leaderboard now in chat, you should get it. Yeah, so we'll start A versus B, and then we'll go A, C, A, D, A, E, A, F. It's quite easy. It's super confusing when I do other groups. But today has been my selection, so you have me to blame, and I have picked for Group A. Let me go. I want to talk about that overall, though, right? Because I do think it is really important. Gravediggers also win today, a team looking to try and qualify on, but they are on the right side of the leaderboard. They're currently sitting on 38 points. That's our cutoff. So 8 points away, obviously, Construction Workers. Some of these teams that we've got down here, Zion Meski, which is our Pufax and the boys, 6-7's in here as well. Gee Esports came in and had a show when they only put 8 points on the board. I actually thought they'd do a little bit more, if I'm honest with you. They're down in 36. So again, they need like a 30-point day able to qualify, but first they have to get through this stage. If I look at actually the group that we're going through today, co-teams that I'm going to be covering is Gee Esports, our Turkish team, Storm on Request, who actually are already qualified at the moment, so I'm not too concerned or worried about what they're going to be able to bring to their table. Construction Workers already mentioned that I'm interested to see how they do today. They have to qualify. If they do not qualify today, that is them out. Ziomeski is obviously our Polish team, which is Pufax in the team. Again, they are outside of the leaderboard. They need to qualify, same as 6-7. EMEA Esports, over the 5 weeks so far, they've only qualified for the first week. They've done enough points to be above that cutoff line at the moment. So, again, I think there's a requirement for them to qualify today and get through because, yes, they are on the right side, but on Saturday, we could have a lot of teams that could go through and take their spot. So I do think that is important for them to make sure they get through. Let me turn that down in my ear. Examination, not through at the moment. Another Turkish team looking to go through, and Slow Storm is also in our remit. We're going to go between Group A and Group B first, I believe, as I will just double check. So yeah, we've got Aurora Gaming, obviously in Group B, Team Kazakhstan, Everlong, which has been a good show, and they've kind of hit on and hit off, depends on some of the teams. Primal, big team, big name, Finnish team, not looking so good on the overall. Again, needs to qualify. Full Force, not bad. Thirsty Traps, Gravediggers. We mentioned Gravediggers are our bottom team on the overall cutoff at the moment. And Red Might, us El Spanish team. They would be a new contender. Now, I don't know about guys. I'm live with you at chat. Possibly show leaderboard for all 4 weeks. Of course I can. I'm live with you, so I can show you. So I'll tell you what, when we get into game, which we're about to go in 40 seconds, I will also bring up, because I can swing it over to that screen and you guys can see it. So we can have a quick talk about it, and we'll try and keep up to date, because there's some teams that are going to qualify. There's some teams that we're looking that they need to get through to stay to go qualify and get over the line. And there's some teams that haven't got any points on the board. And actually, if they go through, then actually we need to, they could be an upset for a lot of these teams, because they haven't got any points on the leaderboard at the moment. If they have a really good day, they could get above that 38 cut-off point, and therefore some teams that have been working their way through maybe not qualify. Anyway, it's game number 1. It's a wrangle. Let's get things underway. Here we go. Flight path, though, for match number 1, aka follow me on socials. He's coming in from the west across towards the east. Pretty fair, even divide. I suppose these teams will be happy with this most. I'm trying to look at the hot drops. They don't force a delay on the scrims. There is a delay, Spark. So these guys actually technically started 50 minutes ago. So I'm in the past with you guys. This is the first for me. I'm live. I can talk to you. But there is a delay. I've got a delay on the clean feed that's coming to me. So normally, yes, you're right. What would happen is I'd get a completely live and I'll be watching it live, but then I would apply a 10-minute delay or whatever it might be. But this time, obviously, on the production side, big thank you to Clutch Group Gaming, who is doing that. They are applying that 50-minute delay for us. I like the Germany Sea, bro. So do I. If you haven't already, I would highly recommend you try and get to PNC. Save now. Go PNC next year. It'll be in the summertime. It's a very unique event. I'm gonna say it's not hyper competitive. It is hyper competitive, but it's an all-star, and you get to get really cool merch like the team jerseys. I've got quite a few of the team jerseys. You get to meet all the all-star players as well. Yo, Mark, damn nice to see you cast some scrims. So I'm always here, brother. The engagement, Team Kazakhstan. Did you ever see the news about ENC getting delayed and pivoted back a year? I feel a bit, do you know, I feel a bit gutted for the boys, man. I'll be honest with you. I do feel a bit gutted for the boys. There we go. Cool. So flight path, obviously, west across towards the east. Zone comes down in towards that southwest corner. Are you in Cologne this weekend? No, I really wanted to go. I'll be honest with you. I've been talking to PUBG Esports, but the event organizer for PUBG is PUBG. And I actually, because I'm casting the cup at the same time Hot Drops is going on, I was like, hey guys, can I bring my camera? Give me a fish bowl. Let me sit in the corner. I'm more than happy to cast from the venue, but unfortunately we couldn't make it happen this year. It might be something we would look to do in the future, especially if this format continues. I think it'd be quite cool, right? I'm an advocate of Hot Drops. I really like the event for PUBG Hot Drops. For those that don't know, it's like a yearly event that happens in Cologne. Great beer, great wine, great people to go meet, right? Everyone from PUBG, but there's a lot of non-esports people there, right? So I was like, hey, I'd be sick. I could just put me in a glass bowl, guys. I'll waffle in a glass bowl. And we get to show some non-esports people, actually, you can compete. This whole format is geared towards people, which we don't normally see. And that's what I really like. Yes, look, there's an argument to say that we know the Nemesis name. We know those guys from Historic. They've got a lot of experience on different teams, right? But fundamentally, they came through this format, guys. They had to sign up for scrims. They had to get through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They had to go show off what we could get on a Saturday. And now look at them. They're on the international stage. Alo retiring. Yeah, mate. I'm a bit gutted about that. But you know what? Big shout out to Alo. Stepping down and going, D is more driven than I am at the moment this time. Give him the spot. So I'm really interested to see what D can do. From what I hear and the back channels and the Discords, the decision was already made for Gen G and D that he'd be parting ways after that last PGS. So obviously you can't transfer people during that. So it's gutting that last game D pulled the win for Gen G, throwing it out there, and they still let him go. But obviously the decision's been made. My logic is they've already got a confirmation of a player as well. I don't see any ladies/girls in casting or gaming PUBG PC. So why? I don't know actually. We had Tech Sam. I love working with Sam. She's a host. She used to host PEC for us, so she was kind of on our circuit. I really enjoyed working with her. She'd always take the piss out of me, but she's not back this year. We have a lot smaller talent crew, so. But I've been working with Dianic, on Red Sec at the moment. Really, really great caster. She does a lot of the finals. If you haven't, go give her a follow on social media. I'll give you a link in chat when I get 2 minutes. Red Bite, a new team. Trying to take things head to head. Sees the car put up here. Everlong, team which has been hit and miss slightly when it comes down to our circuit. They get in, they do well. They don't get in, they bomb out. I would like to know more about, I'd like to know more or join casting if possible. Yeah, the best thing, the only recommendation I can do is get set up, get in the Discord and ask if you can jump in a cast. Most games have them. Get yourself in the right Discords and I'm sure people will, there's not enough people covering like scrims and lower events. So all for it. As I said, I'm trying to do a bit of Red Tech at the moment, so I'm getting in that. I miss Pansy. Pansy was meant to be doing the TwitchCon event that I done, but for whatever reason she didn't make it, dropped it. I'm not quite sure. I don't know the ins and outs, but she wasn't there. But that gave me the opportunity to go and cover the LAN, so I am grateful, but also gutted that we didn't see her. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you've all been competing in this. Got teams on the rotation round. I haven't got the separate map stream and I can put it on if you guys really would like. I am using it to feed my picture in picture, which is this. Obviously a lot of the teams are starting to move in. We are seeing that sort of storm and request now. They're going to cross paths with Zion Zemetsky, which is Pufax and the boys. The 249. It's worth noting, doesn't always happen, but it has fallen here. We are in the age of the LMGs, right? So this is on the live server. Therefore, the LMGs are king and queen. So don't be too shocked. But when we get to Saturday, we're on the esports server. And on the esports server, it's always a patch behind, guys. So these teams are grinding Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the latest patch. But they're having to adapt and change when it comes to Saturday. For me, it's such an interesting topic of conversation of how things can change up. And just again, showing the level of skill that these players need to adapt to. Nice jersey, Godlike Skulls on YouTube. Thank you very much. That PNC Germany jersey on all day. Yeah, if you haven't already, try and get yourself to PNC. I think the rumours are PGCs in Turkey this year. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not. But I will be looking to go. I've never been. I've only been like on holiday, right? Assuming it'd be late in the evening. Late in the year. November, December time, so I don't know what the weather's going to be like. Space Marine is Effects. Sawn Off is Vard. Nokis is Nokis. And Pains is Pains. Construction Workers, a team on paper should be qualifying, should be a top spot. Missed week number 1. Came in week 2, done well, but delivered 15 points. Lower than par. But again, we hold this team to a higher expectation, right? We know this. We know the names. They've missed a couple. They've come back a few. And one of those other few was last week. That last week for me was again not a good showing for the team. Like they delivered 15 points. That's why they're on 30. Like they should be doing like a 15-point game, a win and 5 kills. They should be doing that. Yeah, Panty Store and Valiant. Yeah, and the Sims is there as well. They didn't really work actually. That was a very tough market, so I was getting to. So, Construction Workers, again, this is a team we're watching. Part of the reason why I picked this group. We are keen to understand Can they or can they not qualify? That is my $1 million question. They are over now. They come on the bridge. Phase Sornoff is our old Space Marine, aka best mates with Vard. How Vardy boys there. That's his auto count, by the way. So they're on a 3-1 split. I don't know what's happening with Vard. I don't know why he decided to get stuck. Who gave Mark a live feed? Your mate Gaxi. The legend. We saying, Tassie, you good, bro. Fortunately, PUBG is now TPP. I can't see it changing. People think it's going to change next year. I just don't see it happening, guys. They've made more revenue and their play numbers are up this year. Maybe not as much on the Western circuit, but the rest of the globe is. America's is up play numbers as well. Maybe that's why we see our Falcons getting so close to victory. Send that anyway. You good? Why are you not in this? We're not gaming. After Saturday, we're going to introduce our regional partner team. So when we come back, we've got PEC. Everyone's been traveling back. Could see most people have got back today and they've been on their home stream setups. Some of them look fatigued, though. I'll be honest with you. They do look fatigued. Lots of water remains. Obviously, Ferry Pier still remains on that sort of east side. Primorsk on that west. The water is the way down. We are still holding on to an element of that military at the moment. Most teams have got position. Storm and Request needs to find entry. Primal's holding them out slightly. Concern is that it will go back towards the fields up in that northeast. Nice use of emergency pick up. And oh my god, we've got what? Can I call that 50-50, chat? That is 50% land, 50% water. Maybe a 60-40. Maybe at best. What I can tell you, it's going to be horrific. A lot of these teams need to get shifting. A lot of these teams need to move in. For ever long, they get a pass. They've stormed the beach and they will now hold. Full force here with the cars rolling in front of them as Storm and Request. Well, they're breezed by. Again, a strong contender so far. A qualifying team. There is capability. We are going to get a beach ending. The land ratios do not apply anymore. Seifu for 6-7 is getting involved. There's 1-2. Bad Boy 2K gets into down. Big nade. That's a good nade. That's a good nade. It's going to bounce. It should bounce in. It does. Oh. Confirmation done. Intens is out. Confirmation. The second grenade done. Fahoud find himself with 2. And for Grandis, it's unfortunate. And the sandwich, well, it's without a filling anymore. Everyone's sending it to the beach. Construction workers down here already. Everlong on the defensive. Glider from Geek Esports trying to direct the rest of his team in, but he'd be given the comms that there is nowhere to go. Now, he's going down. The LMGs, as I said, they are king. They will rip through the cars. They will rip through the gliders. This is a rough rotation for a number of these players. Oh, and again, there's only 5 games. Like, it's a best of 5. A best of 5 is going to decide whether some of these teams make it or not. Ran himself, knocked himself. He did. G10. GT210. Down. Grenade. Bounces actually. The divot before. Flores is glider, but he's ditched the glider in the water down by Ferry Pier. You can see him. He's down there now. So he did a little 180 and came back. So he was airborne, but not anymore. Full force though. He's feeling the full force of Primal. Primal, where are Primal on the leaderboard? I don't think they've actually... Primal haven't qualified yet. Primal have 0 points on the overall leaderboard. And a team which, again, we know very well. A team which hasn't qualified. And a team that, if they do qualify, are going to have to do big things. Again, we're looking for a 38 point. Any new team coming in this weekend is 38 points that's needed. There are certain player names, so that we do not pronounce correctly. And some of that's by choice. You can guess who. Oh my god, you thought the zone was bad. Look at that. Forget anybody on the east. It is a full west rotation now. If you made the commitment, if you've pulled up now on the east, get packing. 6-7 is one of these teams that are packing now. Evening all. It's John 18, guys. When do I get my t-shirt, mate? That's all I'm saying. When do I get my PUBG t-shirt? How come you're watching on YouTube as well? I don't know, watching on YouTube. You get to pause it, mate. Go have a little cup of tea and come back. Yes. Okay, how you doing, mate? GG's on the PUBG India event. Squad 1 at the weekend. Really good. I really enjoyed those games. Good to see that region grow. Everlong receiver grenades. It's 2 for the price of 1. Very sad story. Well, he's a very sad mate to get a pick up quickly. Old Nick mean, well, he's gone. I appreciate it, bro. Again, it's easier to cast when you've got games that are like that. Trust me. Seifu. Classic name. A name which has been there, has got up to the shining lights, but it's never really got 2 feet in the fame, in the halls of glory, in Valhalla. I'd have to see him get over the line. I would see him looking to try and get over the line. It's FF, team, which again is a contender. 8 kills on the board. Need to be cautious. They will try and get the hold now. As I said, zone has shifted. It's phase 4 and we are going towards that west. East is no more. Construction workers already applied pressure and have worked their way through on that east side. So again, they will now hold. Everlong store holding. They're okay. Aurora Gaming have found entry in towards the zone. We're taking this fight on this sort of north side at the moment. 6-7 obviously going to have to try and engage. Team Kazakhstan coming in as well. Our Grave Diggers also there. Pretty much on the west side, it's pretty clear. For Gee Sports though, Flores, you can see, mate, he's gone aquatic, mate. He's gone Scuba Steve on us. As he's going to try and avoid all. And with so much water in, he ain't going to run out of fatigue, mate. Not like me. I could barely swim to the coast from there. I'll be gone. He's going to be out there for a while. I don't know about that, mate. I think I butchered a few. I had to apologise several times at the weekend. Do you know what? Let's go. It's good to see that region, like massive PUBG Mobile, massive PUBG Mobile. Great to see PUBG PC now coming out. As I said before, I've got a PNC Indian jersey. Some of the nicest guys out there. Got to meet you guys. And obviously, you guys changed team after 1 year as well. But it's nice to see, right? But to felt well, he drowned. He ran out of steam as he will fall and picked up. Floyd is still out there being Scuba Steve for us. He has to work his way, and we still have lots of water in, but we are going phase 5 to phase 6. Again, historically, we wouldn't see these starter zones. We'd see them sort of play away. Double blue zone, able to crawl away. Triple, quadruple, all the blue zones. Oh, 1 HP. He's going to get knocked. Bang. Oh my days. The final blue zone picked him up at the end. This is a crazy zone. This is match 1. This match 1 to decide people's fate if they are qualified or not qualified. Some people are not going through. Some people are. Sunflower he puts 2 to bed. Raw Gaming. I've lost 1. Big split here. Centralized zone as well. So it could be a good game for them. Sancho down on the outside edge, but they're on the short side of the zone, so don't have to rush it too much. Unlike teams like the construction workers, you need to come in. Everlong though, might be Everlong for this. Pains, it's a suicide vehicle, will go down. There's 1 done. Grenades completed by Vard. Vard finds 2 actually confirmation. Oh, it's got to be RDM. That's why he was on military run. Get over, boss. See you later. Beep beep. Vard's coming through. Unfortunately for them, they lost pains. Send the bloody BRDM first, lads. Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. How is he living? He's in the glider, and now he's just Scuba Steve, mate. Have they even looked out there? I don't think they have. Storm request 11th, 10 teams now, 25 players, and we've got ample amount of water for geese sports to keep aquatic. No, no adverts for premium. Yeah, mate. Yeah, premium YouTube all day, brother. Oh, to be fair, like, it's people out in the community like yourself, mate. That if I could stop the adverts on Twitch for you, 100% would. 100% would, bro. I've turned it all the way down as well, but and do you know what? One thing that really annoys me about Twitch is they delete my VODs. Like, that's crazy. If I want to go back and watch some stuff, again, you've got time. Unfortunately, appreciate the sub. Someone's trying to get rid of the old adverts on Twitch. I am blessed today, though, guys. I have the 2 observers in today. We've got a dedicated map feed, and we have a dedicated observer, a PUBG observer, Gaxi, aka a pro player as well, or Gaxio, should I say? Is an outstanding guy, really nice guy. Obviously, these guys use them as practice as well, for the event. So I can't take any credit. I'm literally sitting here. I'm just talking to you guys, and I am waffling about what I'm seeing. But all the hard work is being done by a clutch group at the moment. Zone still holds on some water. Aurora Gaming in a really good spot. The information has been gained. Unfortunately, the grenades cannot help. Gotta be careful. We're in the LMG era. There's 1. There's 2. Vex needs to get out. Is he working out if there's a player there? Does he know he's there? That's a lot of ground. That's a lot of ground he has to cover. Which team should spawn? It's quite difficult. So I purposely picked this Group A, because there are more people at risk of not qualifying. It's a bit of a weird way to look at it. Oh my god, he killed him. He didn't know. Fex didn't know. One of those teams is construction workers. So Space Marine is a guy called Fex. He's the Welsh Dragon. He used to play for FaZe. He plays for Team UK. Great guy. Really lovely guy. Met him personally. Oh, that's a bit of a boo-boo. Now he has to get out of that to go pick that up. I wonder if they're going to know. They're going to know. They would have read the kill feed. He has to get the res, or he has to get that BRDM. I don't know if he can do both. He is going to get away with both at the moment. Smoke has been done. So there's a lot of players in this group, which I'm really interested to see if they can get through to today. Because, again, this is unfortunately the harsh side of the format that we've got here with PUBG this year. And it's wicked for a viewer. Absolutely love it as a caster. But for players, if they do not qualify, this is their year done. They are done now. They are looking for local events, regional events to compete and to make money, because there is no way that they are going to qualify to the remaining PGS circuit. And they won't be qualifying for PGC. So they won't be going to the end of the year. And as a consequence of that, if we continue this format, they will not be in the first 3 PGSs. So they are looking at early-ish, but we're looking March, April, May time, that they could potentially get themselves back into a seat that they can qualify for international stages. And this is what these players do. This is what they're gaming for. How has he got away with this? He is absolutely living a dream. They have no idea. They have no idea. Zone's about to breach. Goes back up slightly. It feeds it slightly out, but it's okay. Damn up feed. Bad boy to gate. C4 planted. Smoke will give him the opportunity just to build a little bit of momentum, but obviously he's only got 1 person there, which is Sunflower. He should be able to jump out in here. Sunflower understanding that danger is encroaching. Bad boy, despite having a perfectly executed C4 car, he doesn't find confirmation. I think they're trying to figure out if they're in there. or not. Smoke's going out. BRDM is going to be a big play now for this team. For RM, they might get a little bit of a blessing, but they've got to be in the BRDM. Grenades come through, and they're unfortunate. One goes too far, one comes slightly too short. While he was going, more grenades will come out. RM needs to get going, but the smoke is now starting to blow in frag. Well, it's not quite a frag, but it has the same explosive impact. Or a team which came week 1 unable to get through the other weeks. He doesn't quite get the connection needed, actually. And, well, he's forced him out for now. He's forced him into the loving hands. It's done. He got the shots after. And for RM, the red mic is over. Yeah, Gaxi, the legend is observing, yeah. John, if you look in the bottom right of the screen, you can always see the observer's name or the PC name, and it says Gaxi. So Gaxi's doing he's doing this all by himself. And then we've got Sefton, again, another legend. He's doing the map feed. So I've got basically 2 observers, but one's dedicated on the map, one's dedicated on our feed. You can see. This is the first game. Game 1 of 5. Kazakhstan will go. And this is a round robin, so we're going to stay with Group A. And this is Group A versus Group B, but we'll do A versus C next. August will get rid of the stars. I'll give an opportunity just to move down. He's just seen the player. And do you know what? GG Gi Esports, you found yourself in a top 5. You got placement points from a... Oh, my, on the head, son. Josh. That's unfortunate here. Vard needs to be careful. He's actually going for the charge. He got 1 as well. It's a 4 versus 4 versus 3 versus 1. Second one goes down here. Does he get... He can get the opportunity to go back in the car? Maybe. I suppose I've got the high ground. X domination is... I suppose got the position in. Vard getting in. It's going to be difficult. He needs them to be distracted, but at the moment they start shooting. You might be wary of this snake in the grass. Zico. Oh, Zico's playing Red Sec at the moment as well. It's so weird how many teams are playing. People are playing both games. We'll leave the high ground. No, it's not. It's not. Zico is Zico. On both games. Big grenade, done. Done. Good grenade back. Gonna be short. It's gonna give him a bunker. Yeah, I wouldn't look at the leaderboard. Remember, they are 15 minutes ahead. So the leaderboard will be... So again, that's why I won't really look at it now until we get to the end. But it's really good at the end because then I can actually show you the leaderboard straight at the very end. Vard getting the card, just allowed to move. His little tiptoes will be there, but he brings the rabbit out of the foxhole. Hasn't got any heavy utility. I figure out if you can get it moving. Fighting the 2 fronts here, and they can't help. Jump shots will come in. Lurex, though, proves the LMG is king. RPD going to be there. Oh, Vard falls. 4th place for them. Not a bad game. 3rd will go down towards our XD. And yeah, Aura Gamers, they're going to sweep that pretty quickly at the end. GG's for game number 1. Yeah, decent. That was decent. That was good to see. If I hit refresh there, my leaderboard should update. It does. We have a little butchers. I'll bring it over here. I can do. Let's have a quick look though. So overall, so the Mythoff won their group, Aura Gaming won ours, Vis won theirs. Not all have finished. Not all groups have finished. So Group A, obviously it depends on. This is going to change a lot, but we've got 3 teams which obviously sitting on the top at the moment. Esports, again, that's a salvation game. A salvation game. GG's 3 points able to claim Construction workers bagged 11, Exterminates with 13, and Emmor will find 15. Group B, here we just fought off against Aurora Gaming, 19 points. They got a win. They got the 9 kills, but they had to centralize position for quite some time. Full force with 8, Kazakhstan 5, and obviously it drops down. So I suppose for us, B got a lot of damage dealt. Big John Bosch, our UK boys. The other part of Vards and Fix, they got 13. Who got the win? Not their group. So someone in D got the win. They got second place with 7. Creef, bad start. AT, bad start. These are a strong team. The win went to Vis. So 16 points for them. Win or die up there as well. Secure Sense and enter into the mix. A good team. Very, very good team. Watch the space with them. They should qualify. But again, they're going to be a major disruptor come Saturday. Group E has now finished with Group F. So Go Gang going to be there. Win side. Any trolls in chat? Only 5 kills. No placement points. So I think these are a team that a lot of people will be watching. And Group F, who got the win? The Myth-Off is stepping up. Millie! Let's go, Millie. Millie getting involved. Absolute legend. Met Millie at PUBG Hot Drops. Playing with the boys. Got 9 kills. 2 placement points, though. But again, up in 11 points. So good to see. No Slack, a team that's already qualified. Let's see. Also, worth noting, there's no PGG. They could have come back. They could have competed, but they opted not to because they've already got the ticket. But he'd also argue they already had that ticket beforehand. Oh, let's have a quick break. We'll come back, though. It is going to be match number 2, which would be Group A versus Group C. Don't go anywhere. See you guys, legends, in a bit. Here we go. Match number 2. That will update, I promise you. I promise you. Flight path, though, is a southwest up towards a northeast. A versus C. Let's remind myself, actually, who won C on the last game. It needs to update still. Why is it not updating? Bosh. Big John didn't win. It was a Group D that won. Big John. Big John. Bosh. Got second. But they got kills. 7 kills. 13 points for them. They drawn on points with win or die, but the better placements. This of 16, and then Secure Sense and Group D came in with 11. So Boast Gusters were the big ones. 7 kills here with Big John, Alt F4, Algo, Gree Tree, No Emotions, Academy of Death, Creef, and NTB enter into the RFA. Overall, looking pretty strong. Cut-off at the moment is 7 points. A whopping 7 points. All these teams are out. Let's just stay with it at the moment. No clash just yet. Have I caught up with all my chat? Have I caught up with all you legends? Oh my god, another West. Another lot of unplayable. Another you cannot see it. Thanks for the cast. You're most welcome. Apologies I was not around last week. Yeah, this is top 16 will go to compete for what next? Top 16 will compete in the cups this weekend. So for the last 5 weeks, everyone can sign up. All the public can sign up. You and your mates could get involved. You competed on Monday. If you could get through and basically half the lobby. So you look for a top 8 on Monday. You look for a top 8 on Tuesday. And then we come to Wednesday. Wednesday's the last day of the scrims, which is what we're watching now. And what we're doing is a round robin. So we're following 8 teams, Group A, the whole way through. We've just done Group A versus Group B for match number 1. Match 2 is Group A versus Group C. And at the end of this, we will tally up the overall points for a top 16. Those 16 teams will come back Saturday. Well, myself and Koo, the legend, will be cast in the final 5 games for PUBG EMEA PEC Fall Cups. After those 5 games, there is like an overall leaderboard, and every week these teams have been putting numbers on the overall leaderboard. So there's money obviously every single week, but the idea being is actually they want to try and get as many points as they can. They want to go through the scrims every single week to come back every single time, and they will then be punching their ticket, depends on where they end up in the leaderboard, into our regional qualifying circuit. So the regional qualifiers, there are 2. There's PEC and PAS for us. Obviously, PAS is Americas. PEC is the EMEA region. And they will be joined by our amazing regional partner teams. So our global partners and our regional partner teams who are not allowed to compete in this, they will come back and they will fight them. There's a couple of nuances. It depends on where the team finishes and what points. Depends on what day. But I suppose any trolls in chat, they are here. I suppose the best way to explain it, Mad, is you want to maximize your points because it's a best of 15 to get through to the finals for PEC. So these teams be looking to try and come back on day number 1. If they don't and they miss out and they fail on day number 1, then they get an opportunity to go again day 2, and again if they fail, day number 3. Some of these teams who haven't got a high number of points in our overall leaderboard, they unfortunately will be competing for a best of 5 or maybe a best of 10. So they're not maximizing their opportunity to get qualified. And if they go to PEC and they win there, or they get high enough points, they will participate and be sent off to the PUBG land. So it's all for the second half of the year. Again, the horrible bit is the final opportunity that these teams can get to try and qualify. Hopefully that helps. You can type in Twitch ! Leaderboard. That will give you 2 links. One of them is the leaderboard for today. Good eve. How you doing, like him? How you doing, bro? If you haven't already, guys, give him a follow. Really good cast day. He does a lot of Red Sec and other battle royales. So like an MB, give him some love. And yes, I'm not on delay, mate, before you ask, because our feed's on a delay. So I'm really lucky that I'm not doing the observing today and the observing's being done for me. yeah, exclamation mark leaderboard in chat will give you a link to the leaderboard for today, but it'll also give you a link to the overall cup leaderboard. That's what you want to be looking for, that second one after Saturday, because as I said, we'll draw the line under all of the teams and all the points they put on, and we'll decide who's going to what stage in our regional circuit. Some of these teams will be cut off, and it comes back to if you have just jumped in while we're following group number A today in the round robin, because there's more teams on there that they have to qualify, guys, today. I'm not so worried about the randoms. I know some of those randoms are teams like Primal that we know and love in our circuit, but they haven't qualified. So Primal, if they qualify, expectations they will, they are going to be a bit chaotic on Saturday. They have to go hell to leather. They have to maximize their points because they are looking to qualify on one best of 5. But for teams like the construction workers, they've had 2 opportunities already. I'm going to say they bottled them, and they've only put 30 points on the board for an all-star roster. I don't think it's great. All good, bro. But they have to, because as it stands right now, the construction workers are on the wrong side of the leaderboard. They will not qualify. That will be the end. So we won't see Vard. We won't see Fex in the major. We won't see them in the regional. We won't see them back at LAN. This is what these guys and kids are fighting for at the moment. So again, there's a lot more risk here. Ruvax, the legend. My first LAN I got to cast in person. The champion of that was this Polish god of a man. He's just having a little look over the top. Using the CPP to advantage. Can see Sunflower across on that distance. I don't know, Scarface went off on Sunflower. He plays for Aurora Gaming now. But for no emotion, they have put points on the board. And guys, I'm live with you in chat. So obviously, if you have any more questions, please let us know. I am keeping up to date with Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I do have Kick, but I don't really use Kick. I can't see any message on there, so I think we're good. Babosh, T-Bone, UK legend, lives a couple of minutes down the road from me. We've been doing some podcasts and stuff. We need to get back in the studio and do it again. Admittedly, I've been slacking. Level 3 helmet. Hasn't got the vest. Intrigued to see what is behind him. Obviously, I can't talk to Gaxi because he's 15 minutes in the future because he's godlike. Oh, he's got people behind him. Run, T-Bone! Big John! So T-Bone plays for Team UK. Michael plays for Team UK. Fex for the construction workers plays for Team UK. And Vard plays for Team UK as well. Super gutted. I can be honest with this, right? Those boys qualified for ENC. Those boys came to the regional circuit and was like, hey, let's stay together as a team. It's working out. We might be able to compete in the regional circuit. They were not allowed to play together because they had qualified for ENC. Thus meaning there's rules that they would lose their spot. So if they lost their spot, that's him then dusted. They can't, they're automatically lose. So they were like, hey, we can't do that. So they split. There's Big John and the construction workers. We divided our Team UK into 2. Now with ENC moving back, this guys are not happy. Zone shifts away. I can't really show you too much, but it has gone back up to the north. So a big shift. Monty's completely free. A lot of these teams are going to have to get migrated now. Does Na'Vi Twisted Minds going to do something with their roster / coaches? Does Na'Vi Twisted Minds do something? No. I don't think so yet. I can't see it. Personally, I could be wrong. I think there's a question around Spyro, IGL, Ferris. Why change a successful formula with Na'Vi? And I have a very limited caster opinion, right? I'm not the pro. I'm not Orain. He's an absolute GOAT coach, right? There's a reason why they swapped it. But from an outside looking in, I can give you my honest opinion and go, I would not have changed my IGL from Ferris, but I do not have the full picture. Is this a big tourney? This is the qualifier for a tournament, yes. So this is the qualifier for the regional circuit. These are the scrims. If the teams qualify through, they will be competing for money. But actually, more importantly, they're qualifying to get themselves onto land. So this is a grassroots entry to the regional to obviously get them then qualified for the major, basically, for the lands. If you do qualify for land, you qualify for free. And obviously, when you're qualifying for LAN, you're qualifying for those PGC, those all-important PGC points for the end of the year. We play for the PUBG Championship. Obviously, last year it was Full Sense. I was absolutely blessed to be there, invited by PUBG, so I was in the crowd watching. Amazing. Twisted Minds, I think they're coming to form. If I go back to part of your question, I think they're coming to form. As at PMI, PUBG Masters Invitational at the end of last year, and I got to interview Batalions and was talking about the changes with TPP. That was the first kind of showcase, official showcase. And he honestly said it's going to take us half a year to get up to speed. We're getting to that half a year. They had Molodoc there with them at the time because Perfectix couldn't get the visa to Seoul, and he was having visa issues, so they had the sub for Molodoc, and we have seen him subbed again after. So I think that's obviously that's great to have the ability to kind of tab a guy in, right, and him just got to fit into the roster. I think the Twisted Mind roster is looking strong. I think they are getting better, but there are a lot of changes that they got to adapt to. They're a very detailed team. Bad Boy is very detailed with the RPD. The era of the LMGs are here. He's got enough ammo. He's got an MK in his back pocket as well. I wouldn't feel for South Alo. He's opted to retire. He's given up. He's given his space to D. He got dropped from Gen G after winning a PGS. But again, as I said before, that was predefined before they even got into that circuit. This was going to be his last circuit, which is sad. I like the North American guy, so he found himself a good home. I think under Extreme he's going to do really well. Super excited to see. Let's get into this one, though. Obviously, Monty, we got another shift back up towards Monty. So we're shifting, again, north and north this time. Construction workers on that rotation round. They're going to go wide into that northeast corner. It's going to give them a little bit of a cover as they were working off that adjacent side, but give them a bit of a bolt. It does mean the Team UK is going to fight the other half of Team UK, as they are holding that part of Monty, but they're also holding the old phase compound. So be careful. Interesting to see how far they go. Rest of these teams now going for that full set. This is what we're seeing. 6-7 on the whole. These teams leaving their way past Brickyard as they're bunny hopping over the sand dunes of doom. Getting caught. 80. Victory. We'll pick up the remainder that's left here. There's a bit of a ghost car rolls in. Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed. Actually, he lost one. So they gained one. So D left Gen G. It was announced literally the day after they won PGS, but obviously talking in the groups, the back end channels, it was predetermined. He knew that was going to be his last event. I'm just gutted because that last game, it was him that won that for Gen G. But hey, let's take the positive, right? Team Liquids have got an outstanding pickup. I love Alo, right? I actually really love the content piece that he's recently done with Purdy. He was like more of him coming out. Part of that for a second. Oh, 6-7 rolls in. Gets caught. LMGs are massive. Surprise! Pre-fire! Surprise! Seifu! 6-7 down to 3 points. I don't know what people's thoughts are on Team Liquid. I think they've been doing well. I think they've been consistent. I think they fall short on the finals, but they get into the finals. So maybe an addition, maybe a change up, changes the dynamic, changes how this team operate and move. And maybe with that change, we will see them conquer. Pufax causing some problems here. Cartufel finds one. They have to charge in. Seifu finds another. That's on 3. Got to opt to see if they can try and get that res. They do have the opportunity. Teams and third parties coming in. Storm and Request go towards the high ground. They want to try and make the push now as well. Big grenade. Seifu is down. Trying to hold the line. Zone maybe shifting, and definitely for Zam, they're like, no, we're cutting tails here. The third party is done. Storm and Request on a 3-man. But it doesn't matter. This team is qualifying. This team is already in the driving seat. I think on phase 2, if I'm right. They're definitely not a phase 1 team, I don't think. Double check. Nice Molly. That'll be fine. A confirmation. Shotgun done. 6-7. Out. By the 3 lightning bolts of Storm and Request. Oh my god, you see that zone? It's gone north again. North, north, north. Was the best console player ever. Can we argue that? Can I argue that, Finna? Because Tony was an ex-console player and he won PNC. So is he not the best console player now? Who's the most successful console player? Esports roll up and they roll in. Flatten. Norkiss will go down. Level 3 vest. No match to the vehicle. Do exclamation mark leaderboard. That's where all the teams are. Please do not give away any of the leaderboard because it is 15 minutes into the future. I heard you use controller on PC. I use controller on PC for the RedSec. Like trying to observe. And then the next week I used mouse and keyboard. I can honestly say that control is a lot smoother observing RedSec. But RedSec is a hybrid. You need mouse and keyboard and you need a controller. On this observing, I use keyboard, mouse and keyboard all day. And obviously playing, I use mouse and keyboard. I can't use the controller to play now. I actually played my mate's console a couple of weeks back. I was horrific. I'm not going to lie. It frustrated me. I couldn't just spin quickly. Any week 1 contenders. Oh, no. Catch that, lads. Mean him. Oh, he dropped the grenade on himself. He done all the dream team. He got one grenade out perfectly. Now he's dropping them at his feet. He's dancing on fire. And he causes some problems. Monty going to cause huge amounts of problems. They've got to try and leave. The smoke wall going to be there for NE. But no, the Molly will be chasing. Oh, mate. Amateur, I am struggling with TPP. I can be honest, mate. I can't loot fast in TPP. I have to go FPP to loot. I'm still grinding out, mate. But it's all good fun and games, mate. I didn't even try. Mate, honestly, try and loot in TPP, bro. Honestly, it's like booting the game up for the first time, or it's like the first time I moved from console to PC. That was a learning curve. That was a learning curve. Mate, I would love to do an event back at console. It's where I started. So I'd always an event. Console's got a special place in my heart for casting. It's what opened the opportunities up for me. Boom! Don't need that cast on my request. There's 1, 2. Oh, the weatherman denied, mate. There's no stormy weather here. Jog on, lads. You tell me where and when that console event is, and I will make sure I'll be there. I just need someone to send me a clean feed, that's all. ADS will try and hold. The difficulty, one big lesson to learn that you'll learn, especially when talking to a lot of pro players or coaches, don't really go to an urban ending unless you know 100% it's going to win there. Obviously, there is a variation that if you have got no other options, you send it in, right, to try and survive out. But look at this. We are phase 5. We have not as much of Monty left in, but we've got 13 teams, 45 players. So a lot of these teams will struggle to get out the urban ending. These teams are on the outside end. X-Dominance will be good. They're obviously going to try and hold. Creef obviously taking that position away from Big John. Big John's going to figure out how they get in. They're going to struggle as well, right? So everyone's going to be looking at this position now as a potential. Esports in an okay spot, but again, they need to be looking because the north side of this zone is so clear, and everyone now sending it for some cover in the middle. No, RedSec tomorrow, Solar. RedSec tomorrow, mate. PUBG today. RedSec yesterday, PUBG today, RedSec tomorrow. Friday, day off. Saturday, PUBG main channel. There's my week, mate. I really should publish it somewhere, shouldn't I? Paint is done. No, they're all good, mate. All good. That's done. Algo tree go down. They might struggle. Where are they? No, they're good. No, they're in 4th. They're on 97 points. 80 if they don't qualify, it doesn't matter. I know that's a horrible thing to say. Doesn't matter. They're in. They're going to PEC at this point. 97 points, they ain't getting knocked out. The question is, where do they enter? Phase 1 or phase 2? So, is it a best of 15 for them, or is it a best of 10? We'll have to wait and see. checking in with my YouTube crew. How are the YouTube crew? Very quiet today on the old chat. Vex charging forward. I think he's heard on that right hand side. So he's like edging that right. LMG again is going to be king. Famas gets denied. M249 is going to be there. Looking for the next player. They're going to spray. Here's the player's footsteps. People go down. They'll be able to conquer that space. But they'll be careful. Grenades will come in. A lot of people will try and go for the fight. Why? Because the zone is shifting back out of Monty. There we go. We're losing our urban ending now. It's game 2 of match 5. This is Group A versus Group C. Quick reses will come in. GE Sports did a big game. They got placement points though. That's a salvation from that game. That zone was not great. Academy of Death versus No Emotion. 1 kill for No Emotion. 11 teams still not in placement points yet. Oh mate, I hate that. I hate that when you can't replicate the fault. You spend more time trying to find the fault than fixing the bug. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, bro. These are playing a console competition at the moment. Final night on the Summer Cup on Thursday. Unfortunately, I am on RedSec this Thursday. But Adam, ping me on Discord that when these events are coming up, mate. I am more than happy to help out if I'm free. There's not much left on the major scene that I'm on at the moment that I've been confirmed and booked for PUBG. So I've got free time coming up. Party Team UK versus the other Party Team UK. Grenade comes in. Oh my God. What was that? 2 grenades and Bosch go out 11th place. They didn't even need to use the blue zones. What a Kobe. Ah, that's going. That's Team UK taking out Team UK. What's going on, lads? What's going on? What a grenade. It bounced off the roof. It's a Bosch out of here. No emotion. Just fires through the smoke. Door gets open. Denied. There's 1C. Keys for ADS trying to look for those points. And again, this is the urban shift. Everyone's going to move out. Petrol station on the other side. Bust. And took some big points in game number 1 for themselves. Looking to be consistent. All F4 looking to try and get involved. And they get 1. That's going to delay a little bit. They have wrapped around that north side. I'll quickly try and ping this up so you can see. They're up in that sort of north corner. Slowstone will be happy. EMEA Esports will hold 4 kills for Bad Boy. Yeah, mate. Adam, 100%. Send me a DM, bro. Discord, social medias, whatever, mate. Just ping me, mate. If I'm free and I've got time, I will be more than happy to help out. As I said, I came from PUBG console, so I've got a soft spot for it. Obviously, I've got stuff in my diaries, but I'll let you know what I've got on and stuff. Obviously, some events I can't let you know what I've got on. But I can tell you I've got a booking that day, mate. You just need to maybe figure out what that is. But there isn't as many left for PUBG this year. Heavy gets the heavy hit and takes out a big hit for Bad Boy 2K. Fenmore. Hoods, well, he's on that left peak. It's not going to be the best peak. Heavy's going to have a better one, but the blue zone allows him to get the better of him. Sees the secondary. Pre-fire. And that's why you pre-fire. Don't read out this Friday evening event. You'll get banned on Twitch. 6 kills for construction workers, mate. Again, to be fair, Big John has been in, what, 3 out of 4 weeks so far? Again, they're like a phase 2 team at the moment. What's been really interesting with the Big John team for me is, like, out of 5 games, 4 of them are pretty pony. One game they qualify. It's like they just want the additional pressure, and with the pressure, they get themselves a victory. Looking looking for the get the grenade. Sees the move. Splash damage is 1. Has to go for the spray. There's a 1, 2, and done. Payne's finished off with a FAMAS. That's up to 8 now for the construction workers as they lay the foundations of victory in their midst. They have to qualify. That's the big thing. Yeah, fact, Zola. Now, console got a bit toxic for a while, mate. Like, and it was a bit weird. Everyone trying to run Discords, and no one was really thinking about the bigger picture, and it just got a bit frustrating. Full send. Yoink! Oh, he gets out. Oh, he gets hit by the car. Geesports nearly. Grandis from Slowstorm, not the slowest push across. We go for a top 4. Geesports, though, down some numbers. The blue going to make the push. Alt F4, though, sitting in a wonderful line, but a cautious line because XD back-to-back games are going to be up here. The construction workers down to 2, but they lay the foundations. They've poured the concrete. The steel has been set. Payne's looking to get himself some more gear because they've got all the gear, but they've got all the ideas. Donk, donk. Well, Basker's got a bit high ground to be alright. Zone is a difficult one. I'll bring it up, but for XD, they're okay. All they need to move. Gee need to move. Construction workers have got not as much of a heavy lift to move. I think for Alt, they might be looking at them as a crash. Even taking that wall to that compound, maybe. Not quite sure. XD got up, fire multiple fronts. You're alright though. Yeah, I was around in those times, mate. Like, again, another reason. I suppose it happens in all games, so guys, that's the biggest thing. Happens in all games, which is sad to see. Sad to see. What I do like about this is I can write on my remarkable and make notes for this Saturday. It's number 9, construction workers. Good to see even down bodies. They're kind of holding up. It's just greed. Honesty, guys. It's greed, that sort of stuff. I've heard other similar stuff from RedSec, mate, as well. Again, I can't comment too much on that because I don't know if they're true or not. But again, you see this stuff happen all the time. Why would it not? Grenade comes up, car hits the dip but goes back the other way. Grenade goes back, nearly getting 2. LMGs, really, really big force. RPD, M249s everywhere. He not really taking the LMGs, right? Gonna provide a cover block. That flash was perfect. Try and get the better of him. You stop flashing him, Global Army. Down to 10. You done well. 3 versus 1 versus 2. And looking for the bolty. He's out. Good play. Third place for construction workers. And again, another good consistent game. He's making the gauntlet run. Esports might be able also get the res back on. So both these teams to exchange. It'll go back to a 3 versus 2. Maybe. No, he opted. Global armies and arming his own devices, right? He's found safety. He has been spotted. There goes 1. There goes 2. Flashes. No heavy util. Going to flash him to game 3. Goes in the air. Oh my god! Flash myself! Taking damage. He's been flashed. Finish the game. Global army get a knock. XD. Games. Big games. Really big games. Esports got 10 kills though, so GG's on them. XD found the victory, so again, they're looking, and the construction workers for me locking in already. Let me hide my secret notebook. Let's give it a little refresh of the leaderboard, shall we? Before we go to a break. Give that a refresh. Let's go back here. So after 2 games, overall, let's look at overall. Overall gaming obviously sitting at the top, 37 points. The Myth, good game. XD, Extermination, doing well, 30. Will die up here, good to see. Construction workers doing well. Vis, Emor, Everlong, Gee, all F4 leaping. Boys from the countryside still moving on up. Winside drop down. Team Triple X up. Greek Gods. NWG played so well recently. Good team. Full force. So look at the group. So we're following A. So we've got 4 in at the moment with us. Big points. So Gee Sports work themselves in on 19. Aurora Gaming on 37. You say 14 is the cut-off for Group B at the moment. All F4 19. So Big John, as it stands, is not in with their 13 points. But they can't be that far away. Yeah, 14 points is the cut-off. Group D, just on that 14-point cut-off line. Secure Senton is on 11. This is a team, boys. This is a team. Inside. In Gallo Gang out. Any trolls in chat? Again, they've qualified. So it doesn't really matter. I think, again, they're just kind of... If any trolls in chat get in, they kind of solidify their place to qualify into a phase 1 compared to a phase 2. And then Mythov going to be there as well. Let's have a... This is what I'm talking about, the overalls, guys. So when we look at the overall, PGG's got a golden ticket already, so they've already qualified. Doesn't matter how many points they end up, and that's why we don't see them back. Jogger Benito is technically in first place. They're doing okay. No Slack going to be there. Algotree's in third. So again, all these teams are qualifying. Big John already qualified. They're definitely a phase 2 team now. Same as any trolls in chat. So that means they're going to be fighting for a best of 10, not a best of 15. It's not too bad. It's better than a best of 5, and it's better of not being qualified. Storm Request, Royal Gaming obviously up here as well. So again, these teams have already got points on the board. They're looking to kind of reconfirm. Gravediggers are in here, not doing as good. So they're going to be cautious because they're going to look like they're going to drop out. Construction workers need to get in because they want to try and get above. Win or die the same. You see these names that are reappearing. No Emotions had the opportunities. Gallo Gang needs to do better today. 6, 7 are in here. Zion's going to be here as well. Gee Esports needs to be massive. So again, it all takes part of the bigger picture. And this is why I'm following that Group A. Just think they got more to risk and more to lose. Let's have a quick break there when we come back. They're already loading lobby. We just get to game number 3. It's A versus D.
Shiny teeth, fake chic, talk loud, stay weak, minimal, yawn. I paint the streets neon. Scratch that comb, I'm loud on purpose. Crash your vibe like I rehearsed it. Sip your style, then spit it out. Quiet's dead, I love to shout. Too much blush, too much glare, too much truth. I don't care.
My bad. I didn't have the volume on that one at all. So I just kind of killed you guys off. Match number 3, flight path though, is south towards a northeast. It does favour again the east side of the map. We have to be careful. For those that are only watching PUBG esports, the flight path obviously would dictate where the first zone goes, so it has to go through that flight path, but it can just touch. We can see it go up towards that island in the northwest corner. Game's good so far. Do I have any surprises in the overall? Big John, yes, but they've already qualified. Ghetto Gang outside, so maybe I'd expect them to do more. Secure Sense and new entry in. They're falling out, but I'd expect them to qualify. Team Kazakhstan, maybe actually, because they are in and they're on 68 points. I think they're safe, but they could become a top 5 team. Maybe a best of 5, so for one day, phase 3. I'm gutted there's no tag team, hasn't returned. Red line. Any trolls in chat down there, right? They've all got to get up there. They've all got to do stronger. Zone goes early, does go out towards the west, but again we have a large amount of water out. So these teams are extended out. Obviously they need to look for that rotation in and around. Construction workers pretty much in the center, so Gi Esports. Slow Storm going out early, but have an opportunity obviously to go for a rotate as well. Potato City, not more. Boars head to head with Win or Die. Where's my any trolls in chat? Where are they? They are group. What we are A versus D now. They're E, so that'd be the next game. Any trolls in chat? Group D, Win or Die, Vis, NWG, Secure Sense, and No Tag Team with Wits, Balls. Who's his first station? Okay. CIS team. Safe who's hunting with a smoke gun. Why not? Safety, why not? Is RedSec your first game outside of PUBG to commentate / cast for professionally? I'm definitely not professionally doing RedSec. I'd say it's been one of the more consistent ones, Sparrow. If I'm honest with you. I've done Rainbow Six on and off. I've done a bit of Rocket League on and off, but more like subbing, if that makes sense. Like they need someone to sub in, not as a focal point for a game. I'm definitely a social gamer, but when it comes to casting, I can only really cast games I enjoy playing. I know there are some casters out there that they can just cast anything, right? Just throw them in and they're like legends. They just deliver a good product. I ain't gonna be one of those guys. Like, I'm not a caster that could just turn to any game if I got offered a job. But I have to. I need to understand the game, and I need to also have an element of love for the game as well. And I've been enjoying Red Sec. I actually was really disappointed when Red Sec came out. It didn't have Observer. It didn't have this kind of esports vibe. I feel like they missed the boat. They've come in late. I think it has a 50-50 chance if it will take off, personally. It's really good, though, Sparrow, to see so many PUBG Pro players that are playing Red Sec, right? Paige, Rustamar, Gar's obviously a console guy. We've got Zico being in there. Diggs is playing. Millie's now doing it. Gideon's now playing. So a lot of PUBG Pro players, semi-pro players are transitioning, like, to a Red Sec game that they're enjoying. So it's good to see. It's good to see. PUBG is always going to be my first and always love, right? So my first marriage, Sparrow, my first marriage. Especially got man, like PUBG, I'd done from console, I then went to PC, then I went to tier 3 events, tier 2 events, tier 1 events. Now I'm doing tier 1 events consistently. Now I'm into S tier events. I've now done a LAN, all PUBG. So I've had the blessing to be able to travel. I went to Korea twice last year. Went to Germany. I went to Bangkok, Thailand. So really enjoying. Some of them were not just for work. Some of them were for social as well. But again, meeting this community is great. I hope the same for Red Sec. I hope the same. XD. Having a good start today. Slow Storm. Too bad. They've been in the wings. Intense. Again, a great player. Yeah, because he's be cautious. He's just got rid of that gas can. It's going to explode outside. The blue will bloom. The smoke will push. Intense now actually spotted. M249 obviously on the wall. Please remember, guys, we're on the latest patch here on the scrim. But come Saturday for the 16 teams that qualify, we go back a patch. So the LMGs are not king anymore. Done. Quickly. Tens. Grantis goes down. Sorry, someone walked in at the wrong time. Pick up. Should be able to get the res. Let's have a quick look at the zone. Where's the zone? We've been looking at the zone for a while. Apologies, guys. Screw sets obviously rotating through. Big names. Good to see. Any coming up northwest corner. 2-2 split for Gi Esports. They never play a different style of game. Right, we'll have to wait and see. Um, Wars coming wide, north, northeast. NWG, big contender. Zone tightens down. Construction workers in a good spot. They've got good points actually game 1, game 2, so they will be confident with that position. Obviously zone got a little bit of water, but not as much. Songham not in. We normally see it go towards Songham in that southeast corner, so we're okay. Ball's going to clash now. They've got to thread the needle between multi. School's empty. Like, win or die, holding out Hosam Prison. They're going to get crashed, I think. Got 5 games today. I just read your message. Bangkok is an interesting place, but no, I had no time to socialize, should we say, amateur. I can always count on you to make me laugh in chat, mate. Even on the majors. I'm surprised. I am surprised you ain't banned off the main channel yet, I'll be honest with you. So, it's difficult. It's because it's a swamp area. It's difficult to rotate. You can't get the speed up, and obviously seeing the cars. Car 2 fell again. Who plays Red Sec? Coming just behind that. Needs to be cautious. Oh. Actually, you know what? It's not bad if you can sit here. The zone might push back their way, but wait and see. Secure sense and have had changes over the years. This should be okay. They should be able to hold out. Was taking the mick out one of the observers in their outfit. That's like, what is that? That is terrible. Big hit. Done. IPP. Down and out. NWG, they've been big contenders. Getting caught slightly. This had a good again. This qualification looking. Oh my day! Stratus gets downed. Hoods in the blue. It's phase 3. Got time to res. Zone obviously again. Look on the shift, on the move. We're going south one more time. Construction workers now out. Payne's up with the mortar fire here. Vard taking some shots, getting boards. They're going to try and make the push. Knock is going to be on the other side. Then more on the adjacent side, taking out Vis again. They lose 1-2 down. Balls down. Balls are not. So I'm looking at the leaderboard. Balls are not having a good day. They've got 1 point coming into this game. What's their overall? They're out again. Balls are a team. They do not step it up today. If they do not get in that top 16, they are going out. They will not be qualifying. Again, South Shift. Gotta be cautious. It is game 3 of 5. Facts. TwitchCon Ascension champion, the Duo tournament that he won. He played it so well as well, guys. 6-7 with Seifu. Holding compounds. Now very much in that southwest corner. Below them. Who is that below them? What we on D? That's Verasian. Down on the south side. Visco down. This is looking pretty good. They're at 23 points at the moment so far after 2 games. We're going to see how they tie things up here. And more esports 3 kills game number 3. We're not on esports server now. We're on the online server now. So again, LMG's a king. But wait for the weekend. We go back to the esports server. So we're a patch behind. Therefore, LMGs do not become king anymore. No, there is an overall leaderboard, but it's on Wastify. So it is here. So the first link is for today's leaderboard, and that has the overall. So we're doing a round robin. We've got groups A to group F. The overall leaderboard, that second link, that is the cup overall leaderboard. So again, for the last 4 weeks, all the total points earned by these teams. They're the kind of 2 to really focus on or fix it on. Here comes that shift. Where do we go? Nobody knows. We go south, southeast. We're going back to school. And there's like no one there. Secure Sentinel's okay. They're going to have loads of people come up on the hill, so I'm cautious. If teams roll at them one at a time, they should be okay. And they've got a BRDM, and they've got an M249, so they should reinforce that. The red zone will tank this area, so they have the dips to try and play from. One team at a time is not too bad for them. They have to be careful. More being the first to roll. HypePP finds that. Again, M249 reigning the 5.56. Done. And more out. 12 teams now remain. 42 players up. Construction workers outside need to farm some kills. Haven't quite got the compound they would need anymore. So it's about figuring out where they drive in. No tag team again. Team got a lot of time for. Italian Stallion sitting on there, but not qualifying. Like they again, this is the last attempt for them. A team. You'd look at a no slack, and that's where I put no tag, like no slack last year. They're there, you know, the team not getting across the line. No slack came out this year swinging, and they got themselves through to the regionals. They fell short. Their finals were really good. They were ahead of everyone else, but they fell short in the end. Okay, for me, that no tag team is like a year behind that. They should be a team getting towards the regionals. They should be a team fighting their way through to get to the finals, and with a bit of luck and the PUBG God blessing, maybe for a qualification. Grenade goes to the top. I've gone on the Italian Stallion though. Catch that one, lad. You ain't getting out of here. There's 1, there's 2. The trench is now reinforced. Norkius backed up. Haynes holding. Vard now down. They're looking for kills. They're looking for steals. Secure Sentinels doing the same. Gee losing bodies. Haynes gets a little rejig. Gets more utility in his back pocket. Done. It's difficult now. No tags. It's phase 4. You don't want to be catching a mod at that time. Construction workers will fall. They get back in their car. Get in the car and go. Okay, no, I think they've done enough so far. They just need to get a couple of points each time. Demo pack now expel. Give it. Has to give the pedal maximum pressure. They rolled in right next to one. Global Army finds him. It's a grenade over the ridge. He should be able to find the second if it rolls correctly. Damage is there. Big Suit. It's got a distance. Secure Sentinel have been in this trench for a while. They've got that BRDM as well. They don't need to move. They just need to farm points. but these points are sitting in the dip. Oh, they lost that BRDM. Is it there? Great grenade. Car goes. Smoke provides cover. Global Army. I don't know if he's seen it. Oh, no, it's more. It's not just one. It's two. It's actually three, but three are crossing. Yeah, well off. Well off. Give it. What a play. Came out, came back. Got the knock. Now he's playing the arcade machine. Or the whack-a-mole machine. Really like the destructible train. I know that's not everyone's flavour, right? It just makes sense in my head. You're throwing grenades, you're throwing stuff like that. Ingmar. Better be down. Storm Request. Storm Request still plays a 3. Oh, you know. Outs. Where are they? Are they? See, they're not in. They're not in? No, they're not in. They're on 5 points so far. But they've qualified, though. Again, I'd argue they've qualified. Maybe they get a blessing. Maybe there's some technical problems. I don't know. Thanks with a band, so you can shoot them more out of the sky, mate. They're on 3 players as well. Semeski. Mitsu, a hold. That's a BRDM, right? Yeah. Must be that BRDM. Zone obviously, look, is shifting. XD, still hold him. 7 kills. Game 3. Level of consistency has been huge for this team so far. Trying to get out of this blue, taking some big damage. Bask needs to get meds on. Confirmation. Makes him 8. He's dead. Oh, actually, do you know what? Let me keep you on that. Let's have a quick look. Where's it going? Palm Beach. He's digging out a new beach. Palm Beach Pete. Who is that? Whose alt account is that? Where are we going? Titan, north side. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Oh my god, the next game's already started. Jeez. It's going to be a quick ending. 17. So we're in placement points now. Top 8 are placement. 19 players are up. Hype PP for Secure Sense and looking to go big this game. Tego looking to be the aggressor. Here comes the Panther from the adjacent side. Cartufel will finish things off. Ingmar. See, we'll get confirmation. Six sevens. Thread the needle. They're coming behind VR. Oh, that mod is good. He's going to jump right into that. The mod is perfect. Grenade follows. Might hit the top of the car and bounce in. Oh, it's a door frame. Large Panzer in there. Large Panzer in. I suppose you can hear a BRDM. You don't want to waste it, do you? BR have been on this south side for a while, and they've just not had any teams crest them. And as a result, they're on a 2-2 split. But they've controlled the south for so long. They came in by Songam and sort of worked their way around. And they've not had any issues whatsoever. The rest of the fighting, it's all at the top. It's all playing up here. We'll die. Looking to try and sweep. Fortunately, because they're right in the middle. They're in the middle of a split. 2 remain. M249 for 6-7 rolling down. Who's going to be there? Cartufel also with the LMG in hand. The old school one. It's Chris, the god that made this to the main scene. Flash will go in. Grenade will follow. And he gets to go like on the other side. Sophie comes run out. He's going to run towards a P90. Looking to try and get a smoke. Good opportunity just to get a bit more movement. Second guesses here on the shots. We can obviously see through the X-ray. So they're not just standing off each other having a little bit of dance battle. There is an X-ray on. That's why we can see through the smoke. Grenades come through, dissipate some of the smoke on this adjacent side. The smoke will now start to move. He's looking for the peek through the window. Well, I think he's had a look and you can see the shied body of Seifu. Crawl to safety. That'll be RDM. It's out in the east. It's lurking this way for GE Sports. Playstyle for them is very much about hold, like play for placements, hold out. Like that BRDM is going to help them. Get north shift, big north shift. 4 teams now remain. It's phase number 7. It's a 4 versus 3 versus 2 versus 2. Gi have got that BRDM, as I say, so it maybe 2 might feel like 22. People need to get rid of it. It's what the LMG patch is for. Get rid of the BRDM. And quickly. Shots come through in the distance. All you can hear is the LMGs now. Opportunity to just get for a little bit more loot. P90 in the hands as well. So got numbers. They've got the utility. They've got the P90. Esports. Got the mobile fortification. Can you see him? Yeah, you can see him moving, right? Yeah, you can. Right. Top north side are fighting now. Win or die, run out of space. Secure Sensing again, entrenched in this area for a while. Grenade will come through. Does get Palm Beach Pete down. Palm Beach Pete. God, that's a mouthful. We'll get rocks in return. So it's an exchange. 1 for 1. Secure Sensor looking to try and work his way around and Gi take full advantage. Secure Sensor will fall. That's going to allow Win or Die maybe to get that res back on unless we see a push. VR one side. Win or Die trying to get a body back up. Baron Peak though on a full send. Looking for a full opportunity. But can he see the bodies? Comes over the ridge. They're not too far away. Oh, split. Gets one. He doesn't get the Panzer. He needs to try and get the front. Gets the front, but it's not a full connection. Baron Peak down to 1. VR storm their way through. Baron Peak now out. The BRDM has been ended. Grenade will go through. Hasn't got the med back on, but he's down to 1. And he gets caught. Other side. VR will finish him down. Gi go down to a final player. And VR looking to sweep through. None. Oh, Schengen! Disgusting. Can I dig out? Oh, it gets done by the blue zone. It's a 3 versus 1. 1 is DB&O. Looking to try and get that res back on. Draw is the lone survivor for GE Esports. Straight. Doesn't get the connection. The enjoy errors. Well, he might have got an error on the shots from the 5.56. Does have a Panzer. He has got the extra buff because it's got the skin. Ego mentality, making for the ego peak. Looking to try and go for the exchange. Has got the heavy utility. Has to go towards the flash grenade. Already out in the hands. Boys will get for 1 now. He opens things up. It's a 2 versus 1 as he continues to work his way through. RL underneath the car. Does some damage. Panzer in hand. Has to try and take a stop and get the meds back on. Wrangles come through. If they're wrapped, they're wrapped. Joy's going to be there. Shots will come through. He's been forced. He's been exposed. He's got to try and get smoked back out. He's going to try and pop out a 1. Res will come through. Back to a 3 versus 1. Enjoy an error as well. You can enjoy the error of not being able to get that confirmation. Smoke will now blooms. Pans it in hands. If he gets the connection, it could be a 2 versus 1. But no, the mythical creature will win in the end. First place for them. Secure Sensen bagging a majority of those points. But you got to remember, they had that area for some time. And actually, as a result, they found themselves with huge amounts of kills. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. Let's bring it over. Leaderboard is over. Zap it back. Let's give it a cheeky refresh. So match number 3 done. Match number 4 are going to be underway. We've got any big changes? Academy of Death entered into the affray. 15th place, 14 points. Oof, or 14 spots, shall I say, taken off the leaderboard. Anyone else come in? Winside come in. Big John Bosch come in. Come up to 5th. No changes pretty much throughout. Construction workers store here. 6, 7 going to be on the outside edge. And remember, they're going to be falling down. Some requests already qualified. Ziomensky. will be falling out if they do not find entry. Raw Gaming, Everlong, Gravediggers, they need to come back. They're on the cut-off line at the moment. If they do not come back, they won't be going to PEC. There'd be something crazy would have to happen for them to qualify. Big John now looking to go forward this Saturday. AT already qualified, not too worried about them. No emotions, be a question or concern. Win or die going in, Vis going in, Secure Center making it in. NWG, I think it might have done enough already. No tag team will be going home. Boards will be going home if they don't qualify. Any trolls in chat? Already qualified, but I think it's the phase 2 versus phase 1 conversation. Are they happy with phase 2? Currently on 17 points. Boys from the countryside looking to go through the Saturday's Myth, making the return much needed, should I say. Those like also entering it into the affray. What did I say? Any trolls in chat on 17. What's the cut at the moment? Cut off is 21, so it's not crazy. It's not crazy, people. Right, let's have a quick break. When we come back, though, it will be match number 4, the penultimate game, though, for our last day of scrims. See you in a few. Get out your condo. It's time to rondo, baby. Match number 4. It's our penultimate game, though. Our last rondo. For some of these teams to qualify and have a chance to go to the regional circuit with a glimmer of light, fame and glory awaits to close the year of 2026 up, but not for all. And this map could be a decider. A north, down to a south, southwest, through the heart, the soul, the green pastures of Rondo. It has everything to give. Let's have a look at chat. Sorry, I have to go run and get a drink. What are we all saying? No idea about that. Didn't know what actually happened. 1 HP, GG's. YouTube, you're quiet today, YouTube. Where are you little legends? Interesting, the system's clipping and sending clips out. To see. Guys, thanks for the message on Discord. Like, means a lot. GG's. Construction workers in 8th spot, 29 points. The grasp of qualification is in their hands. 30 points is where they are on the overall leaderboard. 38 is the cutoff, though, with the grave diggers. But they need to get in. They need to stay in a top 16 position. All to play for with 2 games left. Go. Oh, zone's late. Goes very much on that south side. Lots of unplayable on the south side. The river will divide east and west. And it does mean for Storm and Request, who are now blessing up to a 4, they have a long rotation. Windside, XD, Slow Storm, all got to move. Let's have a look. Who is in our group? Well, we know one of them. We know one of the legends. For Group E, there's only one team that is qualifying so far in Group E, and that is Windside. They're currently sitting on 31 points for today and doing not too bad. But these little legends, as you can see, any trolls in chat, some fan favourites, love them to qualify. Want to see that logo at LAN. They confirmed if they go to LAN, the logo stays. Kiglet is a Turkish team, 18 points, close to the cutoff line, but not in. Any trolls in chat, and 17, again, close to the cutoff line, but had a better game. Currently sitting on 11 kills, 6 placement points. That puts them on the 17. Ghetto Gang, CIS team, on 14. Only Fear God is another CIS team on 10. Carnivorous on 10 as well. Germany team, No Mercy is going to be there. Team Ukraine, 4 points. And then ES on 4 points as well, going down. Again, there's quite a few teams in this group that haven't got any points on the board than the overall, so we have to keep an eye. What does that mean in the grand scheme of things? Our group, though, XD are top in our group with 39 points. Ski Sports find that consistency around placement is pretty good. They're 15 placement points and 16 kills, so that consistency, they're finding 2 halves to this really strong. Compared to XD, they got 16 placement points but 23 kills, so a more kill heavy team, but yet we're finding them in late game. Construction workers, though, struggling with placement. They've only found 9 points replacement and 20 kills, putting them on 29 points. And EMEA Esports, though, are getting close to that cutoff line. 8 placement points, 16 kills, puts them on 24. EMEA, don't forget, only qualified for week 1 of 4. Looking for the qualification in week 5, putting them as a first in, last out, and maybe potentially qualifying. But since their first day performance, it was outstanding. It's kept them in the running. They've been able to keep at top of the table. Remember, cut-off at the moment is 21 points after game number 3. Expect to be in around that kind of 30-point cut-off, maybe. It depends on how the teams perform. You can follow along. Exclamation mark leaderboard into chat. That will give you 2 leaderboards. One, which is today's leaderboard, and which we're looking for a top 16 as we do a round robin Group A to Group F. but also the overall cup leaderboard. The 5 weeks, the grind, the hell run, as I say, the glimmer of hope to get qualification to regional. And they're looking to try and get as high as they can on that second leaderboard, because if they do, it gives them more games that's in the bank that they can play with to look for qualification. Alpha tier, again, a name, well known. Within the PUBG scene. Balls up, sharing compound, gotta be cautious. Should reposition. So maybe save the Pico bus. It's gonna be a dart. He's drawing it out. That car's gonna go. He needs to get some hits. Now get in the car and go. Get the car and go if you want it. There you go. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it enough. Just smoke. Allow the move. Gonna block out the line of sight as well. But keep the old cheating teams down in chat. Leave that to Reddit, guys and girls. Yeah. I can't quantify if they are or not. I'm just following the flow. I love you guys. Don't forget. And we're allowed opinions, but just not those cheating ones. They are left for Reddit. That's where that lives. XD going for the rotation north down to the south as they take the emergency pickup. They're coming over to the top of this, so be careful how that kind of works out for them. Great. Over top, CCI next again. Gee Esports keeping those places heavy. Below finds Vard. Defending the push. Fuzzface. LMG denies the save from Fex. Rotation away. He's looking for that confirmation. Just keep him there, mate. Keep him there. Keep him in the clutches of your arms. It's best of 5, though. Today. Oh, do you think we're going to have any shockers? Is there anyone standing out on your side that are potential going to be an interesting shock to the system? Old school shotgun Templar, Fuzzface gets that confirmation done. Hold on. Where's Marcelek? Is he not playing today? Yeah, he is. What's his name? What's his name today? Marcelek, but I can't see him. Oh, he's there. He's right underneath him. I was thinking, like, where's the 4th? That's just saying they were destined to run into construction workers, and 1 second later, Fuzz knocks him. It's always the case. Look, let's be honest, right? The victor from here is always going to be ATC. Construction workers are on the outside. They are on 30 points. They need to get in to qualify. If ATC don't qualify today, so it doesn't really matter. They'll just be going through on phase 2. I can't see him dropping them out and having a worldy day that we get all these teams come in and take any trolls in chat out. I think they have punched their ticket. They will be going to PEC. The self-driving car, careful! Ah! The autonomous car, it's going to take him out. The RDM, getting a confirmation. Okay, fun safety. Combat, good combat actually. Zone shift back. So we're going back towards that waterfront. So we're sitting on that north side of the zone at the moment. Function is in. Storm request on the east. Obviously, emergency pickup coming from XD. They're down there in the southeast. Any trolls in chat? Holding out construction workers. They've got to find a way around. Rin is in for now and has openings for potential construction workers to disengage and rotate towards the west. Gonna go and hold the bridge on the west. Obviously, that fight, we've had this standoff for quite some time in that compound, just around the corner from them. Any sit in the top, and they actually sit on the high ground, so loads of information gained from them. Then we're seeing, obviously, from that kind of little ferry pier area, boys need to get across. Hong Shang is obviously going to be contested between Zion and Guy, but Guy looking for those placements there. Again, not the fully aggressive team. They're not going to just storm in and try and take this away. Oh my god. Catch. Done. The weight discipline is grand. Sometimes playing for placement as a 3 is better than playing for a placement with 4. R2 fell. 5 CCI next as well, so losing bodies quick. 2 fell, so he's going to take some high ground. Take the way around. Just as repositions. Now he gets that confirmation done, so doesn't need to worry too much. Zone. Oh my days. That's not good. Well, it's great for us. It goes west again, so much water still remains in, and then we've got on that sort of north side unplayable terrain. The EX compound taken that was really good. That's going to give him some high ground in the northeast corner. Wind side needs to rotate round. Slow storm needs to do the same. But again, there's a little bit of love on that west. Everyone else needs to go. Obviously, he's given an opening and opportunities now for construction workers. They look to leapfrog. Any trolls in chat late for the move? They're going to be late coming into this. Esports already cut ties and they go center zone. We'll lay down for Baron. And I think that'll be his night done now from this position. He will try and hold. Actually, didn't quite hold. Did he have a pickaxe, guys? They're going to take high ground as well. Go down. And med. Use your band. No, don't use your first aid kit. Leave that for later. Inside are swarming. Abba goes down. High ground advantage. Second one go down as well. Bang. I feel sorry for Gaxi. He's trying to get someone to shoot at people and they keep falling down every time he clicks them. So the observer curse. Pew. Don't do it, you're gonna fall. I would have slipped in. It would have been raining. It would have been like a bit of damp dew up here. And my feet would have slipped on the slippery plants. First face. Confirmation. Distance. Pound Pete going to be there. Thinking pounds wrong. That's exactly where they are. Enoch. Smoke goes round. Now goes round the corner. Blue zone actually is going to stop the push straight away. Second's going to really deny it. Really looking to try and finish it off. That grenade's good. Oh, it just passed. That's unfortunate. Construction workers, well, they get rid of Master Select. They push in towards them. Actually, oh my god, construction workers wrap around and don't go for safety in the west. They then come back around to the southeast, and now they take a head-to-head fight with any trolls in chat. Fuzzface, the final player here. Norka's going to be. The rest of the boys now looking for zone. Any trolls in chat. That's painful. That's unfortunate for them. But a difficult rotation down to one player. Again, I'm not concerned because you're qualified. So LMG chasing down someone request. Need to try and herd this one out. They do get fined 1. It comes from CS. Ufax. Emergency pickup to safety. Try and pick him up. Recall. Recall of doom. Grenade done. Dusted for 2. Extra points received. Again. So we're just trying so we lose a lot of the water. Still got some of the higher ground. We shift back to the north. BRDM might be stuck here. Okay, get rid of it. Oh my god. Why do you stop shooting? Cartoon taking out his own team with the Doritos. Go on, lad. BRDM's still good. Got a repair kit. Upside down. Can Slowstorm do this, but without the LMGs? Question. Focus finds 1. Where's Fuzzface gone? Are they down? No, he's still in. Oh my god, he's going right between them. Dunk. Thank you very much. Quinix goes down. Sophie finds Pains. 6-7 eliminated. Pains will be flushed. Inside get that, but they got the high ground, that's why. Pedicure nearly done. Inside get complete freedom to rain hell. Rain 556 down. Okay, just gonna try and find out where they are. Construction workers struggling to keep bodies up. Should be good. Again, it's good to see people getting rid of the BRDMs quickly with the guns. Again, we recently, especially in the esport patch we're at the moment, we're not seeing it as much as I'd like. But teams are taking a bit of a punt. They're taking actually, do you know what? People know we're here. We might as well take a couple of shots at it and get rid of it. Going to take a couple of shots at Baron Peak for Key Esports. Grenade at the top. Car's now clear. Jacob, seeing the vehicle, has a little pop shot of the nade. Gets rid of the vehicle. Just goes the wrong side. That might... Oh, that's cause a headache. Bit of a hit and run. He's immobilised, though. He's not going to be able to get out of this quickly. Arc on top of him. Arc on top of him. Why would you go behind it? What? Man of steel. All you've got to do in these situations is just wait to see their back. Dunk. About that away. So, west one more time. We still have a smidgen of water. Sprinkle to the west. The rest of these teams got to get shifted. Grenades at the feet. CKL. Oh my god, he's been sent to Narnia. Slowstorm do get that BRDM back. Down and out. Off he goes. Looking at the car. It's just the LMG. Look at this. We'll tear apart that car. Now immobilised. Now on the other side of the ridge. Trying to find safety before that car goes. What do we take away from the LMGs? They're too OP? Like, it is literally, like, what's the team? A team should be running in what now? Two LMGs? Hi, Alexa. You right? Like, I'm with you. It is the era of LMGs. But you got to remember, PUBG were very open about this, right? They said that they are going to change the meta. They're going to change things up. We're going to get used to a Bolty. Then we're going to get used to DMRs. Then we're going to go LMGs. What's next? SMGs? Like, they're going to rotate round. So I don't mind that. But 2 LMGs and these cars... The ability to rotate now is going to be super hard. I'm super keen to see how people get creative in this. Oh, again, I like the update with the phase 1, phase 2 shifts. I like I like actually the adapt that we see for the blue zone or the blue and the water not being playable, not being hard shifted away. I'm waiting for the crossbow meta. You and me both, brother. That'd be sick. They're gonna bring back that medieval stage. That'd be sick. We should do a tournament of that. But this is going to be difficult for players to rotate. So for the phase 4 PGS circuit, that rotation is going to be interesting. How do people deal with that? And that's what I give Twisted Minds like perfect. Like they understand what changes and they get a meta and they perfect it, right? Like I feel for Twisted Minds, they can't do that because he is changing at a rate that they can't adapt to him. Zone goes back towards the east, south, east, hold on to the compound on the other side. So all these teams now out on the outside edge and that north side have got to get going in. Shots underneath though. We are taking the shots back. Using the 5.56 M249. It's got a bite to it, that one. A wild Gibson appears. What's all this then? This is called PUBG Gibson. The best region, EMEA. He's always lurking, Gibby. 7 kills for Winside. Again, these guys are leading their Group E. Any trials and chats falling down. Nice position there. Whole Storm request. First time seeing them up to a 4. They are down to a 3 at the moment. Have they realised they got bodies above? There's 1. Down to 2. Grenade to follow. Knows potential at the tree below. Takes a stab at the dark for that confirmation. Grenades come up. Now sees 1. Sees 2. That's actually find him as well. Phoenix got the blue zone. The great goes out. I feel like we should have an Halo retire party. Jack Frost does 2. There's low storm. Quinny, it's well played. Backs off. Finds safes in the cover he's got. Doesn't find the res. Maybe? Did he get the res? Let me know! I think he has. Let's see what's actually going on. C3 hold. EX on the outside. Orchids for the construction workers. Again, grinding out points here. Up to 6. He's a good player. And you got to remember, as I said before, Genji already confirmed with D that he was not going to be with Genji after that PGS. So in the circuit, so circuit 3. So I know he started with circuit 3. He was not obviously going to circuit 4 with Genji, which is a shame. As I say, I feel like he won it for them. Snowstorm eventually out. No Mercy. Pick them up and take the compound. Go for a top 4 now. It's a 4 versus 4 versus 3 versus 1. Get 1 and done. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. What was that? Pressing buttons here, peeps. Didn't mean to. Panzer. What a way to go. What a way to go. Channel sent me to update things. There you go, updated it. Inside I got 3. I take all the way around. I'm taking the high ground. They don't know everyone dies up there. Pico bust me right there. Probably the M249s is like, you get PUBG'd on the corner pretty quickly. Fish with a subs, yeah, mate. My Twitch is telling me, it's reminding me. Like and subscribe. It doesn't tell me, I forget. Blue zone wasted, but clear. Gets the information out. That's clear. 13 kills for EK. Jacob will be there. We went to our German team. Look to wait. We get ballooned into a cloud of smoke, but Windside, no, there's no point pushing in. Take them all, mate. Prime subs, cuddles, kisses, love notes. Everything gets us through. Quinix, Windside, 14 kills. Big kill game as well. Even some of these teams that went out early, they've got big kills. And it is the penultimate game. This is now push comes to shove. When we go for game number 5, there will be teams that are in a position where they've got to make the last game count, or they won't qualify. But now, it's a 2 versus 4. Pre-fire will come through. They've got to get the connection. P90 on the other hand. Flash and smoke will go through on the adjacent side. Smoke through this door here. Now, confirmed. 3 versus 2. Don't peek around there. Free grenade. Locking the window with a smoke. Gibson, are you doing the PAS one later on the scrims? I don't know if you put it on your channel and just letting it run, maybe. And you on this weekend, Gibson, for PAS Cup? I'm assuming yes. Inside got the compound. It's literally right on the dot here, so these teams don't need to shift too far. Would the extra gun advantage be enough? That's the P90 buff make the difference. It's a sea of Doritos at the moment. What's he looking for? Smoke, utility, flash. That P90, if he jumps out this window, he's gone. Oh, as he run? Dunk, head. Oh my god! 1 HP. He's got 3 mollies. Go get the mollies inside. Match 4. Coming to an end. Phase 8. We'll go phase 9 now. Oh, he's seen the head. Okay, the information has been given. There's something telling me that Windside might convert this. That P90 is a factor that you don't want to take in. The fact you've got no vest as well. M249 swapping to level 3 vest for Quinix might help. P90's backed off, but now he's going to have to move sooner. Did he make a dart? He's obviously going to push from zone first. Is he first? Yeah, Jack Frost will go first. He's going to have to move. Ollie short. Quinix causing damage. Tap P90. Go on, launch a Dorito on him. Throw a Dorito. Got him. Nice. He's run for the fire. 2 versus 2. My win side is any side. Throw a Dorito at him. Go on, do it. Throw the Dorito. Dorito. Okay, you might be throwing Dorito at your own player there. Oh, he's done it. He's gone into the smoke. What a play. Jack Frost, mate. Like the myth he is. Sprinkles a bit of magic. Gets jumped closer. Will now try the whole 2 versus 2 head to head. One player is down, but he's not out. Information can be gained. Smoke will deny. Doritos have given a blessing. M249 and a new vest. 15 kills for Windside. Let's give it. Kibby, are you on PAS this weekend? I'm assuming yes. Chat no. Yeah, cool. I'll be right, layers. Haven't already give Gibson a follow. He's on the PAS circuit, which is a regional circuit. If you don't know who the legend is, I think you should know who he is. Quinix jumps down, gets the opportunity, now sees the player, and he's flashed into Narnia. Like he's waving his hand in front. Oh my days. 3 versus 2 comeback. Windside will take game number 4. It's a victory. 18 kills. A 28-point game. Oh my. What a victory. in the end for them. GG's. Oof. Leaderboard time. It's a leaderboard time, innit? Give it a little cheeky refresh. Let's get it over here. Let's get it back on the screen. All right. What we saying, people? Aurora Gaming taking the lead. 64 points win side. Got a little bit of a bump, but unable to close out. Big game from them, though. Boys from the countryside. 27 points. Entering. Cut off. 27. No stack on 25. M will go down. Secure Sensing down. ES done some big points as well. But they go down. Any trials in chat struggling. Is this right? Let me refresh it. Must be right. But any trials in chat got kills though. Suppose other people random got more, right? 19. Cut off 27 now. Mostly better game. Big jump. Big jump. Small jump. Big jump. 80 coming in. Big jump. Death Note coming. Who's Death Note? Oh, yeah. They've already put points on the board. Okay, cool. Bish bash bosh. Right, let's go for a quick break. When we come back, unfortunately, for the last time, it is the final game for our scrims. Week number 5. There's only 2 opportunities to do it, and this is now the last stand for some of these teams. Don't go too far. We'll see you guys in a few. we go. Final game. Final opportunity, as I said. These teams can get qualified for the Cups this weekend. The last stage, the last chance, the last time that they can put points on the board in the overall Cup leaderboard. And if they find themselves on the right side with the right points against their team name, the hard effort has paid off. And they will find themselves working their way through to PEC Fall 2026 with a chance to beat the regional teams, the global partner teams, and stand tall in our region to be put forward as the champions to take on the global stage for PGS. Flight path though for the final game on the scrim is a northeast down towards a southwest, through the heart, through the soul, through the openings of Erangel. And this is now Group A versus Group F. Who do we have in? Where is my Group F? Entering into the affray, the myth of Death Note. Boys from the countryside, which are not all boys because you've got bloody Millie in there. No Slack, Freeside Team XXX. Dama Dama. A little bit of Dama Dama in my life. And Redline. Redline are not doing good. Dama Dama obviously will be a team new. I'm not too worried about the teams that are new coming in because they've got to have a really explosive best of 5 on Saturday, right? And we'll talk more about that on Saturday with me and Koho. It's these teams that are beyond the cusp, the cutting line. So Freeside, in or out, Death Note, in or out. These teams have already done some of the hard work for the weeks, had opportunities to put points on the board, have taken some prize pool. But for now, this zone stands in the way of them going for qualification. Early at the flight path, though, we are in the northeast corner. Boys from the countryside take to the high ground as they sit in Stalba itself. Construction workers out early, and they take that sort of east road. Same for Slowstorm taking the west. Freeside currently get a free pass into Yaz, and everyone else divides and conquers. Georgia Pool, though, super hot. Doesn't mean it stays that way. Some of these teams need to breach entry into this game. I'll catch up on chat. My YouTube people, you're there. I can see you there. You ain't waffling like you normally do. So how you doing, Geese? All right? Glad to see some games. Yeah, I thought you made this the last one. If you go to YouTube, you can rewind, and if you pretend and squint your eyes, it's like we start all over again. That's what I do when I finish. I'm like, oh, I'm casting again. But yeah, game 5, the final game for today. Final opportunities, I say. You got to remember, it's such a big thing for these teams, right? If these teams haven't qualified for the first half of the year, because arguably they wouldn't be here if they did. Some of them might have got close to some prize pool, great. Some of them might have got some regional tournaments, great. But these professional gamers want to go to LAN. They want to be on the main stage because that's where the most money is. And then that inserts them into things like PNC conversations, etc., right? And for PGC. As it stands, these teams haven't got there, and it's a hard road. It's a tedious grind road, and only the best of the best. Team Nemesis have taken that flag for us, and they went towards LAN. They will come back. We'll see how that reset goes. But other teams, eager, watching, sitting in chat like you and me, wanting to be on the main stage. This is where it starts. Hopefully not, we'll be getting run over. But these teams now going for those rotations in. Any again, this team here, obviously they came in for week number 1 of 5 and they got really good points. And they have been on the right side of the leaderboard so far. Total stands, exclamation mark leaderboard. You'll see 2. The first link will be the total leaderboard for today. The second one will be your cup leaderboard. Whoa! Whoa! Aries 1 up. Yeah, the buff Aries. I'll type it in for you. Exclamation mark leaderboard. Bang. There you go. Yeah, first link is today's leaderboard. We're looking for a top 16, which will compete on Saturday. Second leaderboard is your overall. So for the last 4 weeks, the tallied points for all the teams. Card. Trying to find a connection with the Balti. Yo, do a kickflip. Scav saved actually from that. No, he wasn't. CCI next got caught. The Observer turned away. He gets caught in the red zone. Clovaleri knows there's someone down here. Global Army looking to try and push back. Sata on the bottom side. No Slacker team that's already qualified. A team which impressed us in the spring. An unknown entity for some. A known entity for others. But proving what they had in the finals as they led the charge. I think leading the charge was a bit too early for them and they got caught out because they started looking backwards. I think that's the only bit of feedback and advice I can give them in that situation. That actually, they might have continued driving forward and found themselves in a strong slot. But I'm hoping to see them back. I'm knowing to see them back. Maybe not this Saturday, but definitely for PEC regionals. The higher the points you get, the more games you're going to get for qualification in the playoffs for PEC. Scav finds Sleep Fig as he's sleeping from Death Note. Quick kill confirmed. Reload on the 5.56. M4 in hand. Hasn't gone for the LMG. Maybe knowing the muscle memory doesn't need to be corrected just yet. I actually played well last week as well, by the way. Really strong. Really, really strong. Oh, trying to defend Fex here. Has to back off. Balti. Not providing the need. Okay, he's got to get out. Grenades. Looking to come his way. And Zico. He's been playing a bit of Red Tech recently. Good damage done. Has to wrap back the other way. Fully exposed on that left now. Shots coming through. Pains counteracting at the game of chess for either. Zico though gets the knocks with the grenades. Damage has been done. 2 now down here for the construction workers. But I think the concrete foundations have already been laid for them to go through to Saturday. Confirmation has been done. Pains outflanked the flanker. Zico hits and runs now as he tries to escape. But we'll now try and hold. Construction workers are only here. You've missed Gibson. He's out already. He's jogged on. He's left us. Should we see what he's doing? I think he might have football tonight, actually. What day is it saying? Let's scan. Can't do fail. Stable construction workers at the moment. Again, a critical team. A critical opportunity for them to get qualification. As it stands, they are on 37 points. I think that'll be close. It's 10 points ahead of the cutoff. I think it should be enough. They might drop down if they drop out. If construction workers do not go through, they go home. There is no more PUBG for them. Well, unless they play casual, which I expect them to. There'll be no more competitive PUBG for them, as they cannot compete in the other regions. Red line, take the risky opportunities to get those bodies back up. They get away with it. Favard, not so much. Running out of ammo. He's got half a clip, 3/4 of a clip, and a bit of change. Iris gets the opportunity now. The zone shifts further afield. We're going towards the east. They are in here, but the water has to play. No slack racks around the top side. 6-7 doing the same. Ellie in the middle. Ibis will go for a scout, but look to try and get down to his bodies quite quickly. As I say, they are in zone. Storm request Store to come in on the southwest corner, but so are other teams. TMO on the outside edge. Maver sings the Hummingbird song on the 5.56 and Godop will find Grandi's intends. Finds Godop. Quick kill confirmed from him. No messing around when you got the RPD in your hand. Vard still trying to find that bolty connection that he's been so itching, so eager. Now comes the push. He swaps himself over. He's got the M249. Damage is done, but he's been received a huge amount. Down to 3 HP. Can he get the reds on? Zico says no. And for the construction workers, first in, first out here. And they have to sit and wait. Will the 37 points be enough? Is there a map stream? I can turn it on for you quickly, mate. If you're desperate for it, I can put it on, but I've not had it on. I've got it there. Woo. Woo. It's just there's only been like one person. Well, it's only been me watching it, so I just thought I'll save the bandwidth for BB if you want. But if you want it on, mate, I'll press the button. You can watch the end of this one. Let me know, brother. Just this on the outside edge. Hold on, mate. You're meant to be playing. What are you doing watching the map stream, lad? I can tell you, you are massively split. And you and Gi Esports are intertwined like a love affair out on the west at the moment. And you are the only one playing zone. Look. You're there. Look here. Little love affair on the west there. Chat, give that man a follow in chat. He's a legend. Global Army just chilling. You're not driving by like it's a Sunday roast. You're late to meet the missus. Flores, who's been loving it. Last survive from Gi Sports. Looking for the placement. Global Army now looks to try and open things up. Famas in hand, though. He does get an opening, though. Who's Slayer? Who's Glass Metal Slayer? Here It's not Justice, is it? Justice is playing. Yeah. Aries. Aries, you, baby, yeah. I'm assuming it's Vazo. But that must be the alt account. I'm assuming. Vazo. Aries gives up the fight and he moves away. Zone shifts back, goes in towards that sort of northeast corner, so lots of water remains in. Kameskis does hold quite a weird circle, if I'm honest with you. 6-7 get an opening though, but so does Maver. And the confirmation done. Well, don't cut part there, mate. 360 spin, recoup onto the grenade. He was time warped there. Madama says goodbye as they stop time for a second. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, with you. I know the legend only by one name. Massive utility dump at the moment. Intense goes down. Fall. Grandy's back to fall in that grenade. Slow storm though, receiving huge damage. 6-7 storming from the high side. That spins damage. Oh my god, deleted. 14th place. Boys from the countryside, plus Millie. You still hold the outside edge. Is much 5. I'm really tempted. I want to swap, but Sophie's going to make something happen. I want to see the map quickly. Sophie has a tingling sense that someone's here, but he still wants to play Spider-Man. Actually, we'll find him. I don't think he's got the cover. Or maybe he does. Jeez. He got to get this confirmed. Might have had better opportunities taking the shots. Those work their way down. Bam was right move. Zone shift over. TMO. Justice arrives. Justice falls. Baby, you're the last man. You're the last man. Crazy Peng, what are you saying, bro? I know Aries is there. Where are you? Do you guys have no argument in this game? Myth-off go down. But you guys done well, though. TMO should qualify. You need to make Saturday successful. That's all I'm going to say for TMO. Cannot have a washout. Zico with the Dragunov. Confirmation as well. With SKS. That's all that's good for. Honest, that's trying to take the rocks. Obviously, we're getting pushed off this high side now. The zone has come back. We are still holding on to Komeski, so we still hold a bit of water, but we come back towards more of a northwest. Lots of teams in the south. It's all open terrain. And once they clear that, they come into this sort of mountain face, so we will skate our way down northwest, down towards the southeast. It's a tumble. Penguins would fall. Not crazy penguin, though. Shame to see Millie out. Boys from the countryside, plus Millie. We'll get moving. Red line. So we'll go down. Tremeski will fall. We're now down to 11 teams. 38 players left. Ban was the right move. Might need a ban here. Stormer request on 4. Again, a team which is qualified. Question is, do they drop down to a phase 3? So they're playing a best of 5 for PEC. I don't think so. I think they'll hold with a phase 2. We'll tumble our way down from the countryside. They don't know how to drive, so they keep on rolling. Horse and cart might be the way forward for them. It's worked out. Stormer request, find 6-7. 6-7 have to reposition now, knowing they're taking a fight. So they want to get the third party in the countryside, get a blessing, a yeehaw, as they move further down. Oh my days. What a grenade. TT 210. Put it right on top. Seifu has to make it happen. The ban. Well, ban might be the only move to survive. RPD. He's going for the med. He went with the gun up. He's going to go for the peekaboo. And there we go. The M249. The old school gets the better of the new school. Seifu gets one. I'm going to have a look at the leaderboard straight after this, because we need to talk about it. I need to give you guys a G-up session. TMO needs to qualify. 10 teams, 35. Phase 4 deleted by Scav in chat. Fall to the belly of the beast. Can he get 2? No. Esports play for position, though. They do not like getting in fights unless they really have to. Until that mid to late game. If Gee can avoid fights, they will every single time. ATX will hold. Zone's going to shift. Got to lose the water. We do. We lose Komeski. Come down. Any more esports should get qualification from this one. This guy next knows he's here, right? He's seen. That is an opportunity. You've got RPD. Stand up. Let hell rain fire. Go on. It's getting even more happier. Oh, go for the car. I would have died by now because I would have tried shooting. He's gonna get in at the very bottom of there, and you're not gonna have any opportunity. Death Note, no. Would a Grim Reaper bring hell with 762? Down, go on, bring hell. Fire! 1, 2. Oh, unlucky. The Grim Reaper didn't survive out. Where's his body? Where's his boy? Sleep fix. Stop sleeping. Get involved. Grenades. Anything. Whistle. Shout. Lay down. Where's the other player? Oh, man, he's on the other side. He's in the southwest corner. You can't even see him on the map. He's just at the bottom of the map. Look, he's outside. There he is. Working his way in. No slack. 8 kills. The countryside. Well, they're going for their beach rotation. Esports get involved actually. They can try and come in. No slack off the high ground here. Now they're going to get punished on the adjacent side. XD had an outstanding day as they work through. Actually, it goes down. Grenade. They roll downhill. BB, how you finding playing on the new patch with the era, the age of the LMGs versus now playing the esports client on Saturday where it's not got the same buff? Does that change your style of play? Eco finds one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Grenade does the damage. Boys from the countryside plus Millie. Millie's one of these players that should be pro. She puts the hard work in massively. She gets on decent teams. She survives out as well. Oh, Med, you've got to wiggle in. Wiggle in. Oh, no, maybe don't wiggle in. Don't wiggle in. Stay. Red line got to get moving. Zone shifts away from those. We do see the zone shift back towards that northeast corner. So red line have to go. It's going to allow Death Note in. Ivers finds an opening. That might be the opening that they require. Crashed into the compound now on the south side. Red line on the split. But they've got to be careful around the wrap. Zico finds that confirmation. Ivers will hold. He gets a confirmation of frag. Rock. IQ. Thank you, red line. I want to go look at where they are on the leaderboard. But if I open up, it's going to refresh. And if it refreshes, I don't want to see. IXE has been playing well in the cups. Really well in the cups. Saved the team the other week. Phase 6. 8 teams. Placement point. 22 left alive. Now or never. Why not fire and mortar? Oh my god. Oh my god! He got 3 or 4. Oh my god. The zone though. What's he going to get? 1? Lucky if he gets another one. Whoa! That dispatched them. Oh no, he's put freeside and rags. He's put freesides and rags. Is that enough? Well, we will find out. Red line, hold the ridge line. Now on the south. Sports now most we're looking to try and activate as we are getting to that mid to late game. Storm request to soon exit and they will do. No slack, hold the high ground. King of the Hill will hold. Zone about to touch and move a field. Done the job. Actually gives us the wiggle. He gives us the jiggle. Zata. Hey then. And BB, I pray for your downfall. Don't be toxic. I've been picking you up, mate. All this round, but how much of a legend you lot are. You come in there with the trash talk. I love it. Keep it going. Zata gets 1, and it's a 1 and done. Top 5. You can trash talk all you want now. We need the conversion. We need the win. Red line, eager, itching, waiting. Zico tried red sec. Not worked out. Back to red line. Let's see what you can do. Gibson, trying to tell me it wasn't Zico the other day. That's not Zico. I was like, that's Zico, bro. I was like, it's not Zico playing red sec. I was like, mate, that is Zico. Nade sits perfectly. Rolls downhill. Flash comes over. Molly to follow. Gee Sports on the back, but the car goes down. But oh my days. Lithuanian shame puts Global Army to shame with that grenade. Look at you two having a go at each other. Mortar fire coming in. You lot can, you're gone with the mortar fire. Get out of here. No slack. That's it. Keep missing. Keep missing. Run out of mortars. Mate, TMO were having an affair with Gee Sports though out in the west for ages. They forgot they had to rotate in, boys. Here comes the flash. Gee Sports may be able to find their way in. Ivers rotates his way around and he gets feasted. Oh my god, he got deleted! There's 1, there's 2. Ivers was like, that's for free. He rolls down a hill. Lithuanian shame. Gets the opportunity. Go for a top 3 now. Red line down to a 1. It should be a charge and done. No slack. Got to roll their way around, but they know there is feast to be had. IXE Tokyo drifts his way down. It's a split. It's an opportunity. They might find the exposed team now laying in wait. There's a bit of caution from No Slack, a bit of caution like they were on top of the leaderboard on PEC. We don't want to see it this time around, lads. If you get on the top of the leaderboard, we want to see the finish drive, the win. Shame. He dropped the ball. He didn't hear the rotation, and No Slack put 1-2. It's mostly why they're in chat. I reckon they're going to win. They're going to give it the big GGs. Max, no worries, mate. You don't need to sub. I appreciate everyone that does sub, mate. Obviously, if you want to avoid the adverts, I would always recommend that you watch on YouTube. I will always stream on Twitch and YouTube at exactly the same time. And you don't get the adverts as much over there. Can't stop them on Twitch, so quite annoying. Top 3, 4 versus 3 versus 3. Red line having to wrap back the other way, and that rotation leaves them without cover. Scav on his own, looking for mortar fire. Red line have to run through the compound. That's the only opportunity they've got. So the head-to-head, the 3 versus 3 will take place. Unless they can slip out the other side. Scav will hold. The age... Oh, Max, thanks for the sub, bro. You didn't have to, bro. The age of the LMGs is here. And all you pros that are in chat now, I want to know, right? Is there a big difference from playing the scrims with the buff of the LMGs coming in Saturday when we're playing on the old patch? Like, do you guys change what you do and how you play? My logic is yes, right? Scav, no helmet. Vest being held together with a bit of duct tape. He's got the additional buff for the outfit. And he's got the 5.56 to wait. He's waiting for that commit. He's waiting for that breach of a line as he watches Ivers. Like the god player he is. Scav. Waiting to provide Zeus's bolts. You're going to lay down, aren't you? Okay, so it's not me that I can't loot in TPP. I just thought it was a skill issue here, BB. Such a delay there he is, mate. Think No Slack. They won't be underestimated this PEC, so I'm really interested to see what they can do. The regional partner teams and the global partner teams won't allow them to get away with it. They're prepping a C4. The observer looked twice and was like, is that what I think it is? Scav finds not just one, he finds 2 because he shares the love, not just on one, but both. Here comes the blue zones. There comes the Zeus bolts from Scav himself. It's a 1, it's a 2. Sattar will wait, he will hold it, and then the park will come up. Clovaleri, can he get out in time? It should be an explosive ending to this one. He gets 2? Is that it? What? Zico there. Vauds backs off. The flashes go through. The full push comes in from No Slack. It's a 4 versus 1 versus 1. Does he even bother to res? Zico has to work his way through. The car is buried. Zico's there. Shoot him, Zico. Gets a steal. Jump shot. Gets put down. And it's done. It's a win. It's a win. It's a chicken dinner. It's a big GG's. Michael. Oi, oi. We say him, brother. Well, come on, lads. Who's going? Who's going to PEC this weekend? Who is going home? Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Let's put both of them up, though. Why? Because I think it's important. It's important. We'll whack that there. We'll whack that there. We'll make this slightly bigger. We go pop that back. There. Okay, let's have our butchers. Let's give it a little refresh. Here we go. Final game has done and dusted. And thank you very much to everyone that's competed. More important, thank you very much to you observers, you legends of Clutch Groups, able to provide this. I just sat here and waffled to give them a big GG's. Winside top it, 70 points. Overall gaming. Big John, Bosh. Michael is in for Saturday. The return of Big John. No slack, no surprise. The Myth-Off qualified. That's a surprise. Not joking. About time. That's what I'm going to say there. XD, they completely dominated our games today. NWG find themselves in 7th. Now, they've come in late to these, but they have done well every single time. No Tag Team has a stab at the dark again. Win or Die, Death Note Ring, Gee, Vis. Construction workers laid the foundations for Saturday for them to build the Tower of Glory. Ghetto Gang in as well. Alt F4 and AT. So, let's come back to those winning teams in a second because there's a lot to talk about. Won't talk too much. EMEA Esports, first one on the chopping block. First one on the chopping block. So that means they will be finishing off. Oh, go back. That means they will be finishing off on 54 points. Do we think 54 points is a potential for them to qualify? Potentially, yes, but I think they're going to be a phase 3 team. They might get a best of 5. Redline not coming back. Redline not qualifying. End of their road for this second half of the year, which is gutting to say. Everlong not coming back, but they have points on the board, 70. They should have qualified. They're a phase 2 team, surely. Full Force, Red Might, Boys from the Country. No, Millie didn't make it. No, Millie didn't make it. Thirsty Traps, Academy of Death, Secure Sensor not making it. Freeside not making it. That's the end of their road, right? Are they in? Where's Freeside? We've had some points. Freeside, 53. Oh, it's going to be close, lads. Team Kazakhstan, 68. They're in. Team Kazakhstan are in. Okay. So that's big GG's. Right, we'll quickly talk. Big John, you're already up here, 86 points. You have the ability, the opportunity to drive to get phase 1, to get to a best of 15 compared to a best of 10 where you're sitting. No slack, you're already in it, right? The Myth-Off. You are so far down here, it's Narnia, but you need to put points on the board. And I think the question for you guys, is it going to be a best of 5 or a best of 10? You need to get back into the phase 2, or you need to win. And if you win, you get your best of 15. There's your opportunity right there. XD, going to work their way up. No Tag Team, going to work their way up as well because you're not sitting nicely. NWG are in. Win or Die is the same. Currently outside, 26 points. Gee Esports, the same. 8. God, you guys need a worldie. A worldie. Sitting in the middle is not going to work out for you on these final 5. This the same. Construction workers, GG's. Do not do 15 points again, please, boys. 15 points will get you in, but I want to see more. I want to see more, lads. Because the site's not right, that's why, Michael. It hasn't taken into account PGG. So technically, construction workers are in, but I can't say that because this bloody screen is not showing. But 30 points is not going to be enough because we've got other teams coming in. Ghetto Gang, they're quite far down here. 16 points. They need a big game, if not a win. Alt F4 will be the same. AT already qualified, right? Yeah, they're up in 4th. They're a phase 1. Yeah, they're phase 1 now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, phase 1 team. Big John's phase 2. Okay, cool. All right, wicked. I don't want to give away all my stories. No, the direct win's not showing on that website, Michael. GG's. PGG, obviously, direct win. So what's happening? Well, that's the end of this stream. We will be back for PUBG action on Saturday on the main channel. I'll be joined by the amazing Kowo. I don't know if I can say that, but Sod is out there because he's a legend. And we'll be looking for the final 5 games where these teams will be able to put points on that overall leaderboard we're looking on the right-hand side. We'll have the graphics and you'll be able to see who will qualify through. Fundamentally, what we're looking for is we're looking for the teams to go through. Currently, it's at 20 slots. It could be 21. If you win on Saturday, you instantly get a ticket through to the phase number 1. If you get into phase 1, you're playing a best of 15, or you have 15 chances to get through. You might qualify in the first day in phase 1, and you go straight through. But you give yourself the extra chance. Phase 2, best of 10. Phase 3 is a best of 5. We've got the regional partner teams coming in. We've got the likes of Ascend. We've got the Twisted Minds. We've got the Navis, etc. All coming back VP. So you've got to duke it out. Why not duke it out of a best of 15? So drive those points towards the top of the table and give yourself the best of the chance that you can. I'm a bit gutted that any trolls in chat not making it in. They don't get the cut-off line, but again, they've got enough. They're a phase 2. I think they've done enough in the early weeks. Thanks for asking, though. Tomorrow I'm back on. I'm back on Red Tech tomorrow, guys. So I think it's just me actually tomorrow. I've got scrims, fire team scrims for Red Tech. Been enjoying it at the moment. So I'll be back on at 6:30 tomorrow on this channel, and then obviously, as I say, on Saturday we'll be on the PUBG esports channel. So stay tuned. Loads going on. Give us a follow on social media at Mark Power Cast. I'm getting stuff. I'm getting clips posted out. I'm getting into a rhythm because I'm getting a bit more free time. As I said, that is it from me. If you are on Twitch, let's go find someone to raid. Let's try and find one of the players. And hopefully I'll see all you tomorrow to come watch some Red Tech Scrims. Peace.